I'm sharing the screen. It should be showing.
Oh yeah, I don't have a, uh, I don't have the thing. It's not like it didn't save my layout.
Ooh, that's annoying.
Oh yeah. Oh well. All right. Well, I'll just go back to just me. You don't have to share anymore, I guess. But Ark Forge looks pretty cool too. I'm gonna have to check that out.
And like I said, it's $25 and you own it, and you can import textures you own from like 2 Minute Tabletops or any other artist that you have from. If they're like, I think the formats it submits are like.
Oops.
Give me a second. I think the formats it accepts are like JPEG, PNG, stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'll tell you in just a second. We want the main menu. Oop. Import content. Import files. So it supports JPG or PNG animation. So it does support animations. Oh.
You're like, well, shit.
Well, that's interesting then. Hey Brian, do you have that? Is that asset that you have on Roll20 from Roll20, the Burning Fires, or is that something you have custom?
That is something I bought on Roll20.
Fuck, so you can't export it.
So what you want to do, is just get yourself a GIF. So here,
Yeah,
we'll do that. We'll do that. It's a bonus action. We can do whatever the hell we want. Okay, so I'm going to Google here, right? And then you look up animated fire, right? Animated fire GIF. That'll work. Narrow down the search a little bit. So here's one. Do you see this one on the stream?
Give me a second to get back to it.
Click on it. Where'd it go? There it is.
Okay.
There's one over here. You see this on the stream or no? Yeah.
Yeah, I see it. Animated fire. Well, you probably want PNG actually, so it's clear.
No, you want a GIF. The GIFs are clear also. GIFs have transparency.
Oh, they do? Okay.
Yep, GIFs and PNGs have transparency. Yep. Also, not JPEGs, but what was the other thing? There's another thing that has transparencies too, other than PNG. I can't remember. Oh, maybe it's TIFFs. Maybe it's TIFFs. But TIFFs are like very memory intensive, so you know.
Yeah, and I don't have very much memory. I have 8 gigs right now. That's the one thing I still need to upgrade is the memory.
Here we go. Let's see what this one looks like. Is it animated? It might be, but it's not animating at the moment. So let me try this one.
Here we go. Oh, that's an explosion. That's an explosion. I'm not looking for an explosion. I'm looking for like a campfire kind of fire.
Yeah. Are you looking for top down?
Doesn't matter. I'd prefer top down, but
right.
I can care less.
This right here is basically what I have under my Sorcerer's Pixels thing. It's something like that, or maybe even something like this here. It's like cartoony, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I like the one that's like less cartoony.
Campfire gift. There we go. That's perfect. That one's cartoony, but it works at least. Can I find one that's preferably in the middle of cartoon and realistic? That's how I like it. If I could find like in the middle of cartoon and realism, that's what I prefer.
I find the best thing, the most important thing about like doing Google is knowing what to knowing what to search for, like the exact wording of what you want to find. You know, but it's like it's hard to do because it's got to be kind of the shorthand version of that. You know.
This one looks good. So what do I do? Just click the save image as? Is that what I do?
Right click, probably. Yeah, right click, save image as. Yep. Should be that.
Go to Ark and Forge, put it in my assets, to which we just want to go ahead and save it here. And then we want to just import a file.
Animated. There you go. Let's try that.
Ark and Forge, assets. And then we just want to find the file that we were just using.
Sometimes it doesn't show the animation. It's weird.
Okay. So I then want to grab that, put it in my favorites, I guess.
No, you know you can make your own GIFs though too, right?
No, I did not know that. Okay, so now
Okay, I don't want to go down that rabbit hole. I'm going back to the dungeon. I do want to go down that rabbit hole because I'm a rabbit hole kind of person, but you know, like,
yeah,
I used to make my own gifts and stuff a lot too. So, oops, what is that? Okay, there we go. Yeah, I made my own gifs and animations and see when I this is gonna make you know how old I am there, James. Ready?
Yeah.
So when I started using computers,
Uh huh.
I ran something called a BBS. Do you know what a BBS is?
No, I do not.
It stands for Bulletin Board System. And you know what
Okay.
you know what a forum is, right? Like
Yeah.
on the internet.
Yeah, I know what that. Yeah, I know what that is.
So like the internet forums, that's basically what a bulletin board system was. Only it was like one of the first online incarnations of something like that, you know. So,
Mm.
so anyways, I ran one of those,
Yeah.
and uh, the graphics back then, you had ASCII graphics, which were basically characters, like you know how people do the emotes that are not, you know, that are just character emotes, not actual emojis.
Yeah.
So they were, that was ASCII, and then there was another type of graphics which is called ANSI, which was basically about the equivalent of really good Atari graphics.
Uh huh.
Really good, and like really bad 8-bit graphics, but really good Atari graphics. Anyway, which Atari is 8-bit, but anyways, so yeah, so you would make these. So I did animations with those and stuff like back in the dinosaur age.
That's cool.
Yeah, and you know you could do those on your bulletin board system. However, before, you know, not internet, but modem speeds even got halfway decent, it was hard to make an animation that people could actually see, because on dial-up, some of that stuff, if you know, before the modem speeds got too good, or not too good, but before the modem speeds got good, the dial-up was like, yeah, you got an animation there, but you're watching it go by tick, tick,
Yeah.
tick. You know, like, so it's like it's
Yeah.
not even really animated. You know, it's a frame by
Yeah,
frame.
I got it.
It turns out to be a frame by frame instead of an actual animation. You know.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so we can do that, and then we can go to the starred sections, which pops up with map tiles, which should have that. There we go! So you do have to be careful when importing things to make sure that they are transparent background, because not all of them are transparent backgrounds. The one that I originally found was not a transparent background. However, I've now just found something that would work great for Wall of Fire.
Gotcha. Oh goodness.
Here, I will share the screen so you can see the burning fucking fire. So let me, try to up the brightness of this a little bit. Okay, that's not what I want. Can I, like, up the brightness of this by any chance?
Not allowed.
Oh, wait! Whoa, hold up. Phil. Hold up now.
You're not sharing your screen, so I don't know what you're doing.
Oh, shit.
And nobody watching knows what you're doing, but nobody's watching, so you know. Oh, you do have a viewer, it looks like, maybe, or maybe it's you. I don't know. So I'm gonna watch the stream here.
So there's the animated firewall I found.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
So now what I want to do is I want to place the barriers. I'm gonna test the thought here and see if I'm correct in how this works.
Oh, okay, and then see if it'll like put the animation for each of those kind of thing.
Kinda, yeah. Okay, so I don't want the barrier now. Now I want to right-click to get rid of that. Okay. So I want that. And what I want to do here is I want to image manipulation tool. Is that what I did? No. Brush. Okay. Tiled.
You're right.
Okay,
You do sound like me now.
Oh, that did not work the way I wanted it to. Oh god! Oh god! Everything's burning!
It's on. That screen is on fire.
Undo. Okay, there we go.
That's funny.
So there's, oh wait, hold on. Open properties panel, set as default placement. Nope, scaling, rivet. Okay, that's not what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Tiled, replace asset.
So-
No, I don't want to do that.
So I highly recommend using Incarnate for dungeons if you want them or need them to look extremely pretty. Now,
Yeah.
Dungeon Fog does have really pretty stuff. Arken Forge looks pretty cool. I'm watching it at James, and I think we got a little bit of something before the whole thing crashed.
So
We had a crash a minute ago, so yeah.
So now that I actually know how to work some of the content, you go here where it says main menu, and that pops up content library. Which from there, if you have your own content like I do, I downloaded some of the 2-minute tabletop stuff.
Yep.
You can just go into here, and this is all the assets, which you can then like kind of, I think.
And
yeah,
again,
you can set that to full
2
screen.
Minute Tabletop is not a sponsor of us, but we do want to promote.
We'll give him credit for the art. Yeah.
Well, no, we do want to promote good stuff, and he
Oh, yeah,
has
2
good
Minute
stuff. You
Tabletop.
know, like
2-minute tabletop is amazing. If you get a chance, check out his website or even his Patreon.
yeah.
He is an awesome creator.
Yeah, and if you want like battle maps, he does battle maps and stuff like that. But he also the I think it's called Che and PQ, but it's CZE and PEKU. You know who those guys are, right? You've seen those
I've
guys?
not heard of them, no, actually.
Really? Wow. Okay. Well, anyways,
I mean,
they
I'll
do
check
some
them out.
really cool battle maps, and what I was gonna say is about the 2 Minute Tabletop guy. He has like a Patreon.
Yeah.
And you can, if you're a member of his Patreon, you can get like all of his battle maps.
So if you look here, we've got texture of foliage and river. Okay, this is probably how I have to do it. I probably have to have like a foliage texture, right? And then I probably have to click brush. And I probably go to like line or object or something.
So yeah, this is
Rush.
a lot of weird.
There we go.
To get what I want to, the effect I want to achieve, but that's fine.
There we go. And then, oh nope, I don't want it to set it as a square though. That's not what I want. No, I want it to set it
You
as
have to
a
fill the
block.
hexes. Oh, a block. Okay.
Line. There we go. Maybe that's what I got to do. There we go. Okay, so I can do line.
Okay, we're gonna make
I
this
don't know
a little
why-
bit smaller so the wall is really
I,
thin.
I don't know why it's coming off like that blue though, instead of being the color it's supposed to be. That's confusing to me. Unless, yeah, I don't know why that's happening like that. I'll have to figure that out. 'Cause it's supposed to be like a grassy texture. You see it here. Place the asset. Okay, let's
Now,
just go.
in the map that I got, this door starts over closer to the far left wall, but I'm figuring, it doesn't really matter that much.
Why is the color off on that?
So
Toggle lock, toggle
5
hidden.
foot space for the door. Alright. See, we got a wall right here. Flip these walls.
Okay, there's got to be.
I think that what I'm looking at there is... Oh, yeah, I know what I'm looking at.
I'm
Okay.
trying. Okay, image manipulation tool. Okay, maybe that's what I gotta do. Chroma key. No, that's not what I'm looking for. Oh, ignore time of day. That's probably what's going on. Okay, yeah, it's because I set the time of day. That's why.
Ah, so it looked
The
all
time-
dark, basically.
It looked all kind of night, yeah. But if I ignore time of day, it goes to the normal color. Okay, that's good to know. Okay, what happens if I click? Don't ignore the time of day, but
Yeah,
I put a
that is
lighting-
actually one of the cool things about what you call it about Dungeon Fog also is it has its own dynamic lighting set up in there.
So yeah, if I put a light there on that item, it also ignores it. That's
Yeah,
cool.
Very cool, but it's got its own dynamic lighting set up in Arken Forge. That's really cool.
And
Yeah,
and you can
it'll
also
help
set it up.
because you'll know what you're looking at for your game. Like what what it.
And what's cool about this that I just saw, so we're gonna go to the settings here, so that way we can turn the time of day to the default here. That is not what I want actually. I want the map settings. There it is, map settings. We want the time of day. Where is that? File settings. I can't change the time of day on it, can I?
Yeah, you should be able to probably.
Yeah, I just got to figure out how.
I don't know why this one. It's kind of weird that it made this.
Oh, here we go. Time of day. Okay. So let's adjust that to normal day, right? And when you click on this, in the lighting, it also has an option for it to emit darkness. So I'm guessing when you're looking at it from a player angle, it would show like darkness and whatnot. And you also have options for shadow, drop shadowing, or allow light through it, or block light. So if this is a wall, I can make it block light. So like, for example, let's open the content library back up here. So let's open the content library back up, right? Let's full screen it so we can actually see.
Wait, why am I on black screen and it's okay? That's not making any sense to me.
Okay, so we want to find a wall or an iron gate that would not block light. Lava, that's kind of cool. I want to find like a wall, damn it. Stairs, statues.
Oh no, it's got a weird thing to it.
Okay, I don't.
Kinda.
I don't think I have wall textures in here. I think I have to look for some wall textures. Yeah, I think I gotta look for some wall textures.
So you basically have to like find them on the internet or have some downloaded or whatever, basically.
There's some built into it. I just gotta
that's
figure
what I was saying.
out.
Oh, you just gotta find them.
Yeah, I gotta figure out how to
sense.
switch it back to the default. Is what I gotta do. Content library. Okay. I don't want intent. I don't want imported content. How do I switch? Okay, there it is. It's over on the side. I see it. So I can just go to packs or creators or whatever. ArkenForge, maps, city maps. Okay, those are those. Those are actual maps. I'm looking for map tiles.
I showed you Tailspire before, haven't I?
Yeah. Okay. Here we go. ArkenForge Quarantine Care Pack. Okay. FX palettes.
So yeah, any of you guys out there interested in something that'll blow your mind? Tailspire on Steam, or just look up Tailspire. You can see demos and stuff of it. It's just crazy looking.
Okay, here we go. Objects. There we go. So yeah, it does come up with some default stuff. So we are looking for walls, preferably.
I had 2 viewers for a minute there, but
that's wells, windows, weapons. Okay, so this is not. Oh, stone and rock, maybe? No, that's just regular stones and rocks. Tools. Okay, so like hammers and whatnot. Vehicles of the water. Okay, so some like anchors and stuff. Vehicles of the ground. Okay,
maybe,
wagon.
You know.
Weapons, regular weapons. What's up?
Well, I was gonna say maybe ultimately doing a bonus action thing is kind of not a great idea, anyways, because like if there's not like specific schedule, then like people don't know when to view or whatever, and if you're not already like a big streamer person, then maybe they won't say it. But I'm just kind of thinking maybe somebody will trip across it, kind of thing.
I'm thinking like this. Perhaps it's not exactly the best for like at the moment, but like putting it up on YouTube or whatever, it's more content.
Yeah.
So.
Just more content, more videos. Yep, that's kind of what I'm thinking.
Here you see they got some blood stains and whatnot on it.
And I might as well
pentagrams.
do it. I might as well do it if do it live if I'm going to be doing it anyways. So.
I am trying to figure out where the fuck I would find like a wall. Modular objects, maybe. That's forest. That's not what I'm looking for. Would it be under lines, perhaps?
Language change. We don't allow that kind of language here.
Ha ha ha. All right, here we go. Thick walls. Okay, we got rock, ice, and log. What about thin walls? Okay, there's what I'm looking for. Your stone wall.
I tried though. I tried. I have because I have 2 kids and I'm trying not to swear in front of them all the dang time and.
So, there we go. I have built walls of cobblestone.
But on here, I don't do well. I don't do well in front of them either, really. But I try.
Okay, so it's not exactly the best because like you can't like.
Oh yeah, it's looking good though. It looks like it's got a nice texture. Hang on, let me see if I'm gonna go ahead and put that on the stream here in a second.
There might be a free-form way of doing it. Let me try that. Let me see if there's a free-form thing there. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so we can go with this.
I'm gonna shrink
put
my
a small one right there. Okay, there we go. Yep, that's how I can do it. So what I can do is I can put a brick down, right? And then I could switch it to brush.
They don't need to see my layers.
Oh, wait. Brush is not what I'm looking for. Line, perhaps. Freeform. Okay, there we go. and I can freeform the line to form whatever kind of shape I want. So I'm zooming out a little bit, and then you kind of want to line it up as best you can, preferably. All right, so there is the little area I'm making, right? And I could probably fill that in if I go highlight that, fill. Nope, that's not what I'm looking for. I mean, I could probably just brush it in too. But what I want to do is I want to make this block light, right? So I want it to click block light, which means when I put a light source inside of here, it should not allow.
There we go. Okay.
So what that means
It should
when
block
I
the light source, is what you're saying?
Yeah, that would be my
Like,
understanding.
theoretically, it should like block the light source from coming through.
Yeah, I gotta figure out. Okay, so I want to put like, let's put a campfire.
Maybe
so
I was gonna say maybe you gotta like kind of tell it that it's a wall kind of thing, or you know what I'm saying, like.
Yeah, I'm sure that is what you have to do, but I have no idea how the fuck to do that.
What's wrong with y'all?
Image manipulation. Ignore time of day, color and opacity.
See.
Texture. Oh god, okay. Reverse line, edit points. Okay, I don't know what that does. Okay, I can up the line width to whoa! Okay, so you don't want to fudge with the line width too much, because otherwise it creates some disgusting stuff. But like,
All right, so transitioning.
Okay, so I want to go ahead. Image manipulation.
Doing the transition with the roll the dice across the screen thingy. There you go.
Okay.
All right. Now I got both screens up again.
I'm trying to figure out object fill, and I would like to preferably fill this in right here. But that, yeah, see, that's not what I'm looking for. Why isn't it filling it? Ow, I just hit my freaking knee. Brush. Nope,
How
that's
dare
not what
you
I'm
hit
looking
your
for. You, sir, I want you deleted. Okay. I want to Okay, fine.
So again, I'm using, if anybody sees this, I'm using Incarnate, and James is messing with Arkenforge at the moment.
Trying to figure out how to get it to work.
Kind of the same here, but you know, kind of new to Incarnate.
Okay, there we go. So
I've
if
never
I
even
do,
used Arkenforge yet, so.
okay, so if I do that, okay, how do I? Okay, so I can up the line width. Why is it a square?
I use Campaign Cartographer though. I have that, and that's a really powerful software. I mean, they have a way you can basically take and make Mike Schley art. You know, I don't know if you know who Mike Schley is, but he does a lot of the 5th edition Wizards of the Coast maps.
Nope.
But you basically can you know, make art like Mike Schley on that.
Okay.
It has a lot of assets that are his assets that like he used or furnished for Campaign Cartographer. Hang on one second, I think my wife wants to talk to me.
Now my question is there an eraser tool here? Because I don't want to erase the whole thing. I just want to kind of erase a little bit. Oh, play standalone light.
I hope that didn't come through too loud on people's.
You see how the light's not going through the wall?
Oh yeah, you found it.
You could place a standalone light over here, so the light won't go through that wall at all.
Yeah, that's a good idea. A good thing. I mean, and I do like that dynamic lighting thing. I don't know that. You know what? I don't know that Incarnate does not have a dynamic lighting thing. It does have a note tool. It has a filter tool. Maybe that's the dynamic lighting, or maybe that's relating to that. Add new filter. Winter. Oh, okay. So no. Okay, no, that doesn't. But those are pretty cool filters. Okay, never messed with that.
Okay, here's what you do. So when you're in the content library, you could click right here to set it to be like a line, a tile, or something else.
Ah, okay. So you
And
could specifically set a texture to be a wall kind of thing if you wanted to.
yeah, I think so.
Like this is a wall texture.
So really quick, let's just go ahead and say we're gonna use the
Well, this
carpet
is a
as a
wall
wall.
texture. It's how it exists in the wild. Now go over here. You see this crocodile? I'm gonna shove my thumb way up his bowl. Look at him smile. He loves it.
So you see here, I placed the carpet just now, which you can resize too. A little bit. It takes a little bit of effort, but it is resizable. You just gotta kind of figure out where the fuck you're clicking. I know you can resize it, rotate it, and whatnot, but I want to resize it, so I got to.
Yeah. So for rotation on the Incarnate, you can take and there's like a little circle around it, and if you mouse over that circle, you can grab it and drag it however you want. But you can also hit the not the arrow keys, but the ones that look like arrows, the greater than, less than signs, which is actually technically comma and period, but you can use those to rotate it in like 30-degree intervals or something like that. I don't know, 15-degree intervals probably. So yeah, so 15, 30, 45. Yep, and then what's after that is what 60. Something and then 90. Whatever's after 60. 85, I think. Or no, 75. Yeah, 75
Yeah.
and 90. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot, Jenny. You hear me do all these voices. It's like, this is what goes on inside my head.
Okay, hold on. I
just
think
I just kind of spew shit that happens in my head, because otherwise,
Yeah.
you know, like it stays trapped up in there, and I don't know what to do with it.
Okay, so you kind of have to drag it and like drop it to fill an area, but how do you make it like a round area? Is there a way to do that?
Oh, I bet there is, because that's kind of how it's going on Incarnate for the one thing, you know. So when you're on your shape thing,
Yeah.
is there a little shape thing to the side? It looks like there's right there you see to the right there on that little panel. Is there one that like you can change the shape looking thing maybe?
Manipulation, perhaps? Scaling?
Polygons or something? I don't know.
I don't know. I'll figure it out. Even if at some point I have to watch the fucking tutorials.
Even if you figure it out on the stream. Hey,
Line placement types.
Who wants to watch a tutorial with us? Come with us as we explore the world of Arkenforge.
So you could go here to the line placement types for lines and click polygon, and it will be placed in a line however you draw it. That's how you do that. It will go from spot to spot that you click. So like I'm gonna click here.
So you just basically probably you just go to like arkenforge.com, and is it free software? Or does it cost a price?
It is $25, but it is a lifetime license to it.
Okay. Do they have a free option or no?
I don't know.
Okay. It's something you
25
download to your computer though, right? Like it's a actual download.
It is an Yes, it's an executable.
Oh, like Dungeon Draft. Yeah. So I have Dungeon Draft too, but Dungeon Draft is actually free. It does have all the assets
paid,
and stuff are paid,
Yeah.
but you can actually do the Dungeon Draft free, and then import your own assets too, kind of like Arkenforge, I think. But the other thing is like you could just use Dungeon Fog and it does the same thing, and it's like $4.99 a month or $3.99 a month, something like that.
I just got Arkenforge because I was doing comparison, like I was watching comparison videos, and a lot of them were saying Arkenforge is actually hella underrated. So I just grabbed Arkenforge because it was the cheapest one I could fucking find.
Yeah, I like.
And
I like the idea of Foundry tabletop VTT for that too. Actually, There's another VTT that
Actually, since you just mentioned that,
somebody was checking out that they were wanting me to be a part of and such, and I was like, well, maybe I don't know, because
since you
I
actually
got so
just
much stuff into
mentioned,
Action Surge, or not
since,
Action Surge, but Roll20.
since you just mentioned that, actually, when you save it, or when you export it, how do you do it? There's an option to export somewhere. Export map. You can go to Fantasy Grounds, Foundry, Fantasy
Oh,
Grounds,
nice,
Unity,
nice.
Roll20,
Like Dungeon
D20 Pro.
Alchemist, kind of. Have you seen Dungeon Alchemist, by the way?
I have.
Oh
I
my
wanted to back it at
gosh,
the
that looks
time,
awesome.
but it does look awesome.
And it has
Believe-
direct to Roll20 import, and I think it has direct to Foundry too, but I'm not positive.
Yeah, that's one thing I was thinking about. And what I like about it is on the Foundry version, it will it'll do like the lighting and stuff will kind of recognize on it if you actually put it as the UTT.
Why is this weird?
Or if you want to print it for like use in a book or whatever, you could put it to the PDF format and whatnot.
Yeah. Yeah, I do like how Roll20 added that PDF thing just recently for pro users.
Yeah.
That comes in freaking way handy, you know what I'm saying? Like, it comes in handy for me too, just because a lot of the stuff. Well, I read PDFs outside of the game mostly, like
Same.
when I'm running a game, I'll have the PDF open on a different screen.
Yeah.
Or I'm looking through a physical book, or I've got the physical book open and I've got the PDF on the other screen. Because there's some things I can reference quicker in the physical book. There's some things I can reference quicker in the PDF.
So when you're here in the content library, you right-click and you click Equip to Hand, and that's what puts it over here for you not have to place it randomly. And then from there, you can go to the line placement and go polygon, and select where you want it to go. So, like, let's say. Oh wait, you can upper the line width though.
Okay, now it's doing that weird thing where it's only placing a second afterward. So weird. So weird, man. It's weird, I say.
I don't know if there's a way to erase things or not. That's part of the tricky part I don't know. I'm sure there is, I just don't know how to do it. And then what you do, sadly, this is the only thing that's annoying, but I know Foundry is very similar unless they changed it. You place the barrier based on what you drew.
Yeah. It's looking pretty good, this thing here, this map. Okay, so I'm going to open my catalog because I want to find a statue. It's a statue, yeah. Statue. Oh, yeah. Slowly. It's too nice to jump to rush.
Okay, so I'm guessing now if I put like a token or something to try to move on the player's side, which let me actually download one of the tokens.
Space relief statues here. Ah, see? Anybody watching the stream can see something strange going on with this. Alright, let me see if I can find a door. How about a door? Survey says...
Find the door, please. Where's the door?
Survey says door.
Alright, so we're going to extract this here, which should then put...
Tree doors, gold-plated doors, prison doors, beamless stone doors. Why do I need vault doors? Is that it? Oh, here we go. Okay, ship doors.
Okay, so I've got to go to... So I just downloaded the July of this year Patreon tokens from 2 Minute Tabletop. So I'm gonna go to the import content here. I'm gonna import an entire folder. Yes, I would like to go to where I put my stuff here.
Door frame. That's weird.
Assets, and I would like to go Hammer the Shark and import that folder, which then should have the tokens, which I could put there. Okay, that's perfect.
What are snake molding doors? Oh, you know what you did there? Aha! I see what you did there, Incarnate. I see what you did. You're
What?
making me. You are forcing my hand.
What?
What is snake molding on a doorway?
Oh, they're like, haha, you gotta figure it out yourself, bitch.
Yep. Yeah. So okay, no, it's not a snake. I'm pretty sure. Door. Ah, okay. So it's just basically like that Baroque scroll work filigree type, molding around, like like crown molding that's got the fancy filigree type
Yeah.
stuff. That's what they consider that. Okay, interesting. All right, so we've got wooden doorways. We got show beamless wooden door. We're gonna do that. Okay, we're gonna put that there. We'll put one right here. Make it a little bit bigger. Zoom in on it.
Okay, so here you see the Kenku Bloodhunter male from the July pack from 2 Minute Tabletop, which is kind of nice. Now, my question is, can you like assign that to a player?
Maybe.
Open property panels. I'm sure there's a way to like assign it to somebody. Oh yeah, you see, look, he's not able to move. He's not able to like. The barrier's not working. Why is the barrier not working?
Broke it.
Why is the barrier not working?
It's okay. It's okay. I know you broke it. That's fine.
I didn't mean to, damn it. Whoa, okay, so when you go into it, you can actually manipulate the lines to drag them if you're not satisfied with what you found. Look.
Oh, yeah.
You can click the lines and
That's
kind
fairly
of...
that's fairly interesting. Plus, you could probably add, how it looks like it's got different points on it, so you could probably add points if you want to like manipulate it further.
You probably could.
That's really cool. I like that. We're gonna put a door here, flip it sideways, maybe. Yeah, like so.
So why are you allowed to move past that barrier, good sir?
You know, it's something that is interesting, and a lot of people don't think about.
What?
And it's probably an autistic thing to think about. Maybe, I don't know. Just because of that need for detail or whatever you want to call it. But
Yeah.
When I'm running a dungeon, or people are like in my dungeons,
Yeah.
quite often they will wonder how the door opens. Does it open inward or does it open outward? Which is really, when you think about it, a really important thing to know in a way. A lot of times. But
Yeah.
like none of the adventures say, like, well, at least as far as I've noticed, most of them don't say.
Yeah.
So it leaves it up to the DM to figure it out. Now, just because I have a little bit of a knowledge of architecture and in architectural drafting, I know usually which ways doors open for normal things.
Yeah.
I don't know that everybody has that knowledge, but so like, how do you decide, or how does one figure out like which way the door goes in? Like, how do you decide that for your adventure? Do you have a set up way, or do you know about architecture a little bit, or?
For me, it more or less... I know a little bit about architecture because I used to be a handyman with my own business before COVID kind of caused me to shut down my business. But for me, it's more or less about the architecture of it and more what makes the most sense in this instance.
Right, and
like,
kind
does it
of
make
what
more
you
sense?
want it to do in a way too. I mean,
Yeah,
maybe.
yeah. Does it make more sense for this door? Like, let's say, for example, this is a dungeon, right? We're working on,
Right.
and it has a double door.
Right.
Does it make sense for the double door to come outward, or does it make more sense for it to go inward?
Right, right. And how do you usually decide that? Like,
It ultimately depends for me on like what the point of the room is. So like
Right.
a throne room, I'd probably have it go inward.
Like-
Whereas like, go ahead.
like into the throne room? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, so basically, for me, like, a lot of times is if it's into a hallway, the door doesn't go into the hallway; it goes into the room.
Yeah.
If it's uh, you know, like because that just makes more sense architecturally because, you know, you don't want a cramped space and you want to be able to open the door all the way if possible.
Yeah.
That's kind of like one of the premises of having a door, you know. It's like you kind of want to be able to open it all the way. Um, but yeah, then that's how I do that. Then like if it's a big room, if it's a small room, maybe the door does open into the hallway. You know, if the hallway, especially if the hallway's bigger, you know.
Yeah. Right now, I'm kind of annoyed because I can't figure out why the hell the barrier's not working.
But I've actually seen some times where they list it in the adventure, and I like that a lot. Because like people will ask, and you know, of course it does every once in a while go make me have to retcon, where I'll say they say, well, which way does the door open, and I'll be like, oh, it opens into the room, and I'm like, oh no, here it says it opens into the hallway. Guess I was wrong. So, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out why the barrier feature's not working here.
Why it's not blocking light, or you mean on the
No,
statue?
well, why it's not letting the guy get trapped. This is supposed to be a barrier. As in
Oh,
something
I
you
see.
Can't
Is it on the GM layer, maybe?
Oh, that might make sense. Yeah, hold on.
Maybe it has to be on the player layer for it to stop him. You know what I'm saying, or whatever. I don't know.
That very well could be, yeah.
I had a dynamic lighting thing on Roll20. There was a API that was supposed to block people from going past a dynamic lighting barrier, which you know how you can do that with the dynamic lighting already.
Yeah.
But what it was supposed to do, oh, I don't need that wall there. What it was supposed to do though,
it's not stopping it. That's weird.
what it was supposed to do though is it was supposed to allow them to see the light past it, but not go past it, which I thought was really cool. It'd be a great idea because then if you have a window, you know, that's closed, then you've got a dynamic lighting barrier and they can still see out the window, but you know.
And what I kind of like about this too is I could set the rotate feature on, so if it's like a stand or something, you know what I mean, like a display case or something, you kind of have it rotating.
Yeah.
That's kind of neat. You could have the float on while it's rotating. You could have shake on while it's rotating and floating. You can even have the horizontal float just to fuck it all up.
That's why humans exist. Fuck shit up.
Right. But I can't figure out why it keeps passing this barrier. It shouldn't be able to pass.
Change this to. What do I want? I want.
It shouldn't be able to toss the barrier!
Make the roughness. Where's the roughness?
Why is it passing the barrier? It shouldn't be able to pass the damn barrier. I'm honestly legitimately getting annoyed. I can't figure out why it's allowing it to pass the fucking barrier. And I'm just like, why, you bastard? Wait, hold on. Alt did something.
Wait, it's not. It didn't change the. Oh, that's okay. That's alright.
Alright, you know what? I'm just gonna look at, like, buttons and see what the fuck they do. Oh, wait, hold on. Is that what I need? Is that... Okay, so that did something. Okay, that's editing that. Okay, there we go. So now I need to figure out why the fuck the barrier's not working.
It's a conspiracy.
Like, it's supposed...
It's a conspiracy!
like, it's fucking supposed to work here. Hold on, I got an idea. I'm gonna go to the... Where is it? I'm gonna go to the web browser I'm on.
I think this here has like a stair across the back. It looks like stairs.
I'm gonna go Control F on this document and search barrier.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, there we go.
Like a dias.
That's shadow options. That's not what I'm looking for, though. I am looking for in general barriers. So 1 of 8. Okay. We offer native exports with light sources and barrier display for the following VTTs. We also have image exports. Okay, so my guess is the barrier works when it's in Foundry. It probably doesn't work in here, but it probably works in Foundry. So you know what I'm going to do really quickly? I'm going to go to Foundry. And I'm just going to get a free fucking trial, because I believe they offer a, like, 2-day or 1-week trial or some shit like that.
Like I showed you.
Well, because I'm genuinely curious if it actually starts to apply the barrier inside a foundry and it just doesn't like work inside of this. Because if that's the case, then okay, I can understand it. But if it doesn't work while importing into foundry, I call bullshit.
Oh, you know what? I wonder how do I, if I can even, I don't know. If I hold shift, does it allow me, nope. Maybe control? No. Alt? Oh, huh. Weird. Whoops. Whoa, why is it? Okay, maybe shift is on there. Yes. The problem was. Yeah, okay, that's the problem was. Delete. 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 So apparently you got. Oh wait, what's this? What's this do? Lock selection. Oh, Control L. Okay, so Control L. Does that lock it? Does that unlock it? No. Weird. It's crazy, man. Crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess I gotta do 2 of them.
Yeah, so I think what I'm going to do is some point I'm going to go ahead and watch the tutorials on this thing. Because, like I said, I find it interesting because if you go into the, like, main area, if you go into the main area, it has tutorials which play as video tutorials. And they also have some community ones, which are kind of interesting. Blending and tile noise, blending objects with the background. Okay. Creating elevations and lines, creating a hole in the ground. What the fuck?
This is like, you can't really tell on this one, like, whether the stairs go up or down is sort of a problem, I think.
Yeah. Okay, so
maybe you can. Blend mode. What if I flip them? What if I flip them vertically? Does it look different?
yeah, see, it's got the tutorials built into it that you can actually watch through the ArkenForge itself, which is kind of interesting.
I guess it does look like they're going down if I do it the other way, but
I am going.
More of a thing, maybe?
I am going to go ahead and finish up the stream, my end of the stream, because I'm going to take time to watch tutorials, and I don't know if that is copyrighted material or not, and therefore I don't want to.
Right, it probably is, but.
I don't want to watch them on the live stream, you know.
All right, guy. All right.
I can watch them while in the live stream with you. I just can't share the screen so that way nobody hears it.
Sure. All right, let me get rid of that, and then I'll blow my map bigger again.
Your map is looking pretty damn good.
I got
Took a while to get there.
A little ways to go yet, but yeah, it's going. Yeah, so I've got basically. Do you see the stairs though? Can you tell if here? Let me go like this and then zoom in on the stairs. Can you tell which way the stairs even go? I mean,
give me a second to reopen it.
I might have to do a different set of stairs because it kind of looks.
Give me a second to go full screen here. To me, I think they're going upward, right?
Yeah. See, they're supposed to be going down. Oh yeah, upward meaning how though?
Like to the second level
well, yeah, all stairs go up and down, but I mean, like, which direction does it look like they're facing? Does it look like? Does it look like you're going up this way, or does it look like you're going up this way?
Up sideways, like the way you're doing now. It looks like
this way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, then that's the way. Yeah, that's the way it's supposed to be going. Okay, all right. Well, that's not too bad then.
You mean you thought it like went sideways? Is how it looked kind of?
Well, no. I wondered if people thought it went up like this way. Like, cause it got that whole optical illusion thing, you know, a little bit, but.
Even if they do, you could just, as the DM, be like, "It's going this way, guys."
Yeah, I just want to. You know, usually they have.
It looked good.
Usually they have the narrowed staircase thing. Oh wait, I gotta do Control D.
Do you want to know a way to make it obvious that it's going in the way you want it to go? make the stairs a little bit smaller. Put a second staircase.
Yeah,
Put the
well, I gotta
second.
put one here anyway, so
What I'm
might as
saying is,
well. And
what
then
I'm
flip it.
saying is, if you put like make it really small, like to the point where it's like a one style size, right?
Yeah.
On the bottom of it, put like one that's not as wide to symbolize that that's like the bottom.
Oh
of
yeah,
the
I
stair.
guess I could do that. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. You know, like usually they have a thing where you can like narrow them. You know, like
Yeah, you could like probably narrow the token itself and just do that.
yeah, I don't see where I can make it to where it's like a you know angled or whatever you want to call it. Like
Can you click on the line? Like, can you click on the line of it?
yeah, I was
One of
trying
the
to figure
lines?
out. I was trying to figure out how to make it this like there's flatten. No, go down a layer and duplicate.
No. On the line, the white line of it, like the outline that's showing up,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, but it won't let. I mean, it won't let me do anything with
It
it.
won't let you make it smaller. Like it won't
Well,
let you like
only
drag it.
only at the corners, and then it does
Okay,
the whole
do
thing.
it at the corner real quick. Yeah, I understand it's gonna do the whole thing, but you'll see what I'm saying. Okay, so now
do
it's
like
a
that.
little. Make it a little bit smaller, and then like put it in the middle, so that way you can see that that's like the bottom of it. See what I'm saying? It's got
Yeah.
like that little.
Yeah, you know what?
distinction.
Actually, what I'll do is then, is I'll do this, make it slightly bigger, and we'll put it like up like so, and then we'll make another one,
So that way you can kind of
and then
see
we'll make
which
that
one's
one
the
smaller.
bottom.
Yeah, we'll make that one smaller still.
Yeah, so that way you can kind of see like where the bottom is.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. That looks better to me. And then I gotta put it down back on the bottom layer.
So that way you can actually kind of see where the bottom is. It
Yeah,
looks
see
a
that
little
looks
bit
better
weird.
to me.
To me, it looks better too. It sucks that the lines don't line up
Don't match
because
up.
of it.
Well, it could be
But it
landings. It could be landings between.
yeah.
You know.
It looks better than what it just looks like with a straight line to me.
Right.
It gives it a little bit more depth and makes it obvious that hey, this is the bottom, you guys.
Yep. I want it like that then. Okay, so get rid of that. Get rid of that. Control V and spin it around, baby. There we go.
And see what I mean by it makes it look like it's going upstairs. Like if you look
Yeah.
at it from the top.
Yep. Well, it looks like it's going up from this end here rather than, and this one's going up from this end here. That's why I want to make sure it looks like that.
Yeah, it looks like they're going down from the middle. Yep. It looks like they're going up from that. Yep, exactly. And the reason it works like that, right, is because you're looking at it from a top-down view.
Right.
So the closer something is to you, the bigger it's gonna be.
Right. So that's. 10.
Gotta love having friends who have like creative thoughts like that, don't you?
Yeah. Okay, go back a little with this one and go forward a little bit with this one to about. Where is it? Where does it go? I'm looking at the map here. Oh, there. Okay, there we go.
So now that I do not have the stream going on my end, I can actually watch these fucking tutorials. Damn it! I don't want it to go there. Hold up. Hold on. Let me open actual multiple monitors, which is a tool on computer that allows you to have like your monitor configuration however the fuck you want to have it.
Yeah. You can do that with just regular Windows 10 too. It's just
Well, the problem about Windows 10 though is
intuitive.
yeah, the actual multiple monitors though allows you to deactivate, like you know how if you're playing a video game and you go to the second window and you click on that second window, the game kind of closes. Actual multiple monitors allows you to do things like deactivate that and everything else.
Oh yeah, well you can just also just set it up as your game would be windowed. But yeah, I'll have to check that out because that sounds like something that might be useful for me. Especially considering that I'm doing the streaming stuff lately, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, this one here. Oh, I need to do another stair. Where's the stair at? Here we go. Okay. Alright.
Make this windowed. Let's make that windowed, and then we can move it over to this window, where we can make it full screen again. There we go. I don't want this to be full screen now, though. There we go. Because then I have my actual multi-monitors going on. And I can fucking ignore the stupid shit.
No, you can't. You can never ignore it. Anyway.
Alright, so now I can go to the fucking tutorials. God, that was all a hassle. Alright, so I know how to
F.
do the new...
What is an
I-
F? Oh, floor. Okay. Dude. I knew that. I was just testing everybody.
Did you? Did you really?
That's my story. I don't think it's a very good story, but we'll pretend it's the right one. Alright, so I need some rocks. Some rubble. Rubble. Oh, here's what looks like some rubble type stuff. Dirt wall, rubble clusters. Rubble clusters. See, so this area is caved in here. I think there's another caved in area. Oh, yeah. So this area over here is partially caved in. Where's that? Right here. Alright. Where else? Oh, I need some more stairs. Control V. Oh no, that doesn't work.
Oof.
Need smaller stairs apparently. Oh, hang on. Keep forgetting what to grab this by to move it. It's the space bar to pan. Space bar to pan. Space bar to pan. Earth to space bar. Wait, no, I don't know. Let's make these real small. Oh, it's making them all small at the same time rather than it's just making the top one as small as the others. Oh, hang on, let me. Oh, no, they're the same size. I don't like that. There we go. Now I'll try this like this. Okay, there we go. Better. Much better. And I need to go to there. How many up? 4 up. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Between 5 and 6, maybe. Yeah. Control C. Control B. Whoops. I'm about to do that. And this is like a, what the? Elevated floor thing back here, so how do I do that? Let me try the mask tool by putting on this thing. Gonna do a different texture. What is it? What's it going to be, man? If that one's broken, well, we'll say this one's a little bit, not as broken, let's say. I guess. Maybe that's what we're doing here. Ah! What the? I did the one thing, so the other. That's okay. That's fine. Make sure robot in space. Was it Alt that did the freestyle? No, it wasn't Alt. It was Shift. Nope. Well, Shift does do a little bit of that. So maybe if I go like this, Alt Shift. There we go. What the? Whoa! Goodness. What the hell happened there? No! Okay, hold on. Let me get rid of that. Whatever I did. Oh, okay. It did kind of do what I wanted it to do in a way. We'll do Control S though to save this thing before we get too far in trouble. So what I want to do now though is I want to take this part here. No, it's not gonna let me do that. Okay. Ah, here it is. Here's that thing. I think I went to 15 before. Yeah. Okay, so just put it this way here. Uh-oh. Road Forge. Okay, then I need to rotate it. Nine degrees. Oh, 9 degrees. I need to offset it by what? Whatever. That should work. It's not offset enough. Oh, I need to do Y offset probably. No. X offset. There we go. Perfect. There, that makes it look like it's a second step up in a way.
Oh yeah.
I need to put like a dark line right between here and there though, like, or something, you know, like, I thought it was going to let me do that with the masking tool, but it didn't quite let me do that.
Hmm.
Let's try it again over here. Let's try it. Okay. What is that? Fills interior shape. Fills outlines of the shape. Outlines of the shape. No, I don't want that. Add. Oh well. That's good enough. Good enough for government work, man. So notice I had a lot of dead air there. It's a good thing I have some music going on in the background. Because you're watching a tutorial and I'm like hyper focused on this step up. Like, there's a step. Yay! Let's see. So need to do some more stairs. Or I'm gonna try step. No, I have to go stairs, I guess. Stair. Use some stone stairs. Make these kind of big.
That's looking dope, dude. You're welcome.
It'll be like a, you know, like, hopefully it'll be like a nice little, you know, map when they get to see it finally.
You know what would be an interesting bonus action to do?
What's that?
A comparison video on like what the different tools can make a map look like. So we could find like a map, me and you together.
And just
that
do the map 7 different times on different things?
Yeah, like let's see how it would
That's
look.
not bad. Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
See the differences.
So maybe we'll do this one. Maybe we'll do this one on. I know it's kind of counterintuitive for me, but I mean, maybe we do this one on on like Incarnate or whatever, you know, today.
Yeah.
Or whatever, and then like do it again on a different thing.
Yeah.
A different day, you know.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. So that way you can put like a playlist up on when it uploads to the YouTube. Would be like map comparison tools, and you could be like, this is how this one worked with it at the end of the video. Like it was okay, or it was hard to do, or something like that.
Yeah.
Because not a lot of people compare all of the different tools possible. I've seen like Arkenforge versus Dungeon Draft, or like Dungeon Draft versus Incarnate, but you never see like an in-depth comparison of like
I'll
all of them.
Show you some of the stuff on Dungeon Fog that I've done, but hang on one second. Let me log in. Okay, and then dismiss for now. The Darkhold? Is it the Darkhold? Yeah, the Darkhold probably is my best one to do. Okay, so I made, I don't know if you're familiar with the Darkhold in Forgotten Realms, probably, but some people are, but, anyway, so I made the Darkhold map. Just gonna give me a second, because I'm not premium.
Yeah, I gotta go.
Yeah. He wants to show me the ad. So anyway, while it's loading. So anyways, if I zoom out, which is different on this, zoom out is control? No. Uh-oh, what'd I do? I broke it. I think zoom out is control, maybe. I don't know.
What'd you do there, Brian? I'm seeing a gray screen.
Yeah, gray screen, yeah. Here, let me refresh it. I don't know. I have no idea. Reload.
I do not think that's what you meant to do.
No, I was trying to zoom in, but I can't remember how to zoom in.
Is it the wheel? Is it like the mouse wheel?
That's what I was doing. It just scrolls me up and down for some reason. But oh, you know what? The zoom thing might work. You know. So there's a zoom thing, but there is a hotkey for it. I just don't remember what it is. Anyway. Okay, so here's my thing. We'll get rid of the grid if we can. Where's the grid at? Grid. Ah, grid. Show grid. Nope. Alright. And then... so spacebar again to, you know, move it up and down. Or the mouse wheel, apparently in this case. Alt? Maybe Alt? No. Control here, wait. I think this does zoom in. Oh, okay, yeah, if you hold control, it does zoom in.
Zoom in on those rugs real quick.
I'm working on it. So this is actually several rugs that, whatever reason, this control thing does not like it.
Is that the same fucking rugs that Arkenforge has?
Could be. Very similar, probably, anyway. Right, let me try to zoom back out. Alright. Zoom in. All the way to 200%. 220, 230, 320, 60. You know, I don't know. Okay, so it's acting up, apparently. Maybe it's because I got Incarnate open too, probably. But anyway.
Could be.
But yeah. It has a lot of dynamic lighting type stuff in there, so it's...
Okay, it's not the exact one, but it is very similar. And I do mean very similar.
I probably have something similar in Incarnate too. Here, let's look. Go to the catalog here. Oh, you know what? I think the whole thing shrunk on me, didn't it?
That's not cool.
There we go. No, that's right. Okay, so look at rug. Rug? Is that it? Nope, not exactly. They have this rolled up rugs. They have, whoops, wrong thing. Open catalog, show. I like how you can look at all the ones. Roll up rugs. Okay. Hide. Oh, here we are. Persian rugs. Show.
Oh, that's nice.
Here's one. Here, almost the same. See it? Here we go.
That's closer to the one that I have. That one's closer.
Man, some of those rugs are actually really expensive too in real life. Like,
I know, right?
holy cow! I used to work at an art gallery, and they had some Persian rugs that were just expensive as all heck. Control V. Put the steps over here, man. Oop, oop. Stop it.
Okay. So I want to go to the content library here. No, not website. Content library, where is it? There it is.
I should have just did that the whole time. Heck, man, that's a good trick to know. Okay, so here's the thing. If you're making steps like this and you have to use them modularly, right? Here's a good tip. So if you press Control V, right?
Yeah.
And you can move your steps with the arrow keys up and down. If you have to make them modularly this way, you just move your arrow key up, right? Then just hit Control V. And then it'll be in the same exact line every time you hit Control V, and if you just leave your mouse in the same position.
Oh, that's nice.
It's a good tip.
Very good tip.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have figured out how to create texture on this. If you actually go into the Arcane Forge pre-builts here, there's actually one that says texture underneath, like, fantasy. I wonder if they have a texture for the Cyberpunk one that they have. Because those are 2 free packs. Oh, they do. Oh, it's a chessboard floor, though. How does that look? Let's see how that looks. Well, that actually kind of looks cool, though. Well, that's really neat. That would create a good kitchen tile.
Speaking of Cyberpunk, you know what I picked up?
Cyberpunk 2077?
No, I wish. No, I picked
board
up
game?
I picked up Stray.
Oh, yeah,
Cat.
I want to get that myself.
The one with the cat, and it's in a cyberpunk future, but it's this cat doing like a survival puzzle type of game.
Yeah, I want to get that myself.
Really interested in it. But anyways,
yeah, it does look promising. I got to give him credit.
I wish, like, for the movement, it's really good. For the graphics, it's really good. But I wish some of the scenes where the cat is, like, in the cut scene or where it's supposed to be really clear and whatever, it looked more realistic, like, even more so, like a cat.
Yeah, I got you.
Like its movements and such.
Yeah.
Okay, so number 1. This is the entrance, which is not really the entrance, but, yeah, maybe it is.
Okay, my question here is, can you...
Yeah, it is. Okay.
Photographer, unload the map. Yes. Okay, can you create a new map without a grid, right? Because the VTTs have grids in them, so you don't need the grid to be on the map, because the grid can be in the VTT, right?
Yeah.
So if I put it with no grid at all, does that make it to where when I go ahead and I use the textures and whatnot, does it make it like a normal brush instead of trying to apply it to the grid? So let's go to Fire and Lava. No, it tries to make it square by default, which is not what I want. So there's got to be a way to... Oh, wait, okay. Default placement. Okay, so that's how you can do it, is you can do default placement line. And then click it. Okay, yep, there you go. That's kind of neat. You can brush it that way. But can you make it to where it's more of a bigger brush? Sizing.
There
DPI.
we go. I have to get something better for that map when I you know, make it when I get into Roll20. Probably get a better asset or make myself one. But it's basically supposed to be the feet and ankles of a statue,
Ah.
but not the whole statue. You know.
Okay, so yeah, you were right, by the way. You can edit the line points. You can't really add, like, new ones. You get kind of 3 points in it.
Oh, and then you can
But-
just move them however, kind of thing.
Kind of. I wonder if I can add a new line point to it. Edit line points. Can I add a new one by any chance? No, okay. So I cannot add a new one to it. That's kind of annoying. I'm sure there's a way to do it. I just probably don't know how.
How do these marble pillars look? Let's go with this. Oh my goodness, it's huge. It's a humongous pillar, man. Okay, so they gotta be, they're about 10 feet. Around 10 feet, so they're 4 squares. 10 feet. 4 squares, 10 feet. Are there any other bingos? Are there any other bingos? Boop. Oops. There we go. There we go. Oh yeah, I think these. Well, no, maybe not. I was gonna say I think maybe the statue at one point in time was holding up the roof there because
Potentially.
its feet are actually like if you see these footprints here.
Yeah.
They're in like the exact same spot as the pillars would be if they were. So they should be in the exact same spot as the pillars would be if they were, you know, like, what you call it?
Nice.
So then I wonder if I can change the color a little bit of that. Oh, yep, right here. Yep, awesome. So we'll make them darker. Make them gray. Nice. Yay, this map's coming together, yay!
That's nice.
Alright, so... The man chamber. Let's see, where's the stamp? This stamp is on fire. So what we're looking for now is a big, roaring fire type thing. Hellfires. Nah, not so much. Probably want more like a fire pit. Some campfires. Those could kind of work, maybe. There's a big campfire. Hang on, let me see. What does it say? It has a large... what? Blazing fire in the center of the chamber. Do you think it would just be like somebody built a fire there, or
Maybe.
you think it would be more like a big fireplace type thing?
No idea, my dude.
Me neither. I don't know. Maybe it'd be like maybe I think it's gonna be like a brazier type thing. Oh, maybe if I'm looking up braziers instead of fires, that would help. Fire columns.
Oh wow, they've got staircases that wind on this, like
Yeah,
spiral
those
staircases.
are always nice and helpful.
And you know what they did for the staircases on this? Just like I said to do on there, they made them like angle downwards, so that way you could tell where the fucking bottom is.
That is helpful. And that thing
Tables.
is gonna be 10, almost 20 feet in diameter. So.
Statues. Oh wow.
When it says big, it meant big. Okay. 1, 2.
Stones.
Now
and
with
rock.
all the textures there, it's hard to see the grid. But let me go to the grid options real quick and see if I can
just up
change
the
the
darkness
opacity.
of it a little bit. Yeah.
There we go. Then I'll get rid of the opacity when I save the map.
Yeah.
I'll probably usually for me when I go to make one for Roll20, I usually get rid of the grid entirely, so I don't have to match up the grid as easy. It's hard. It's a little harder to match up the grid, is what I'm saying sometimes. But
Yeah.
and then I can just pick and choose the grid in Roll20. There we go. See, and there is ways to do it like a dynamic lighting look in here. So if you go to the color, you could make your what you want to call it, your brush. You can make your brush bigger,
Yeah.
like right over this fire here. Let's give this fire a little bit of light, and so it'd be 20 foot bright. But so what you do is you make your brush bigger,
Mhm.
and then you can pick up like something like either the lava or you pick a color like where is it in yeah, I think it's right in the brush things. Yeah, color, there it is, color. And so say you pick up a yellowish color, maybe yellowish, reddish, I don't know, yellowish. Let's say yellowish. And
I think orange because it's a flame light.
yeah, it could be, yeah, like an orangish, maybe more. But yellow, orange, I don't know, something like that. Anyway, so you pick a yellowish orange color, right? Oop,
Mhm.
a little bit brighter. Then you go over here, but then what you want to do is you want to lower your opacity way down,
Mhm.
and then you can't increase the softness on the. I don't think. Well, maybe decreasing softness is what I want to do. Hang on.
I don't know what the softness does.
The softness should be like it should have blur. You should be able to blur the edges too, but I don't see it. But yeah, it's okay. So I got to do background. So hang on. Let me try this. And tap it a few times. No, oh, it must be foreground. Must have the opacity too low. Tap it a couple times. There we go. See, now it's got just a hair of light.
Mhm.
A little bit more. Right?
Yeah.
I'll click it 2 or 3 times and add some light there. See? Not too
Yeah.
shabby. It's a fake. It's not the dynamic. It's not easily done dynamic lighting. It's you're doing it yourself, but still
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's still
And
good
then
that
when
you're
you're in-
allowed to do it.
Yeah, and then when you're in the map settings on Roll20 or whatever fantasy you're on, you can just add lighting to it.
Yeah. Yeah. So the easiest way, I don't know if you're familiar with Photoshop, is you take a great big spot for the dim light, click it once, or twice, right? Maybe twice, and then you shrink down your radius. And click it again for a little bit brighter area. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, a lot of people aren't going to be able to do that or want to do that. That's why I like Dungeon Fog with it having the
Dynamic light. And
extra
whatnot,
dynamic
yeah.
lighting added is probably
That's
going
why I
to
like Ark and Forge too, because it
probably
has a
be
built.
favorable to a lot of people, I would think.
Yeah.
Go to the mask tool again. Hopefully. Oh, nope. I don't want that. I don't want that. Mask tool, you're supposed to be texture? Yeah, texture. Yes.
Oh, that is so cool. This portal animation for a summoning circle, it actually is fucking animated by Ark and Forge. Like it's one of the things that's, I think it's in the fantasy pack. It's actually animated.
Oh, nice.
That is sick. Hold up. I've got an idea. All right, so let's go to the content library here. Let us go to my assets, so that way I actually see the stuff that I put here. Let's go to the map tile. Okay, there we go. Hammer the Shark. Let's pick a monstrosity, and let's pick the hunger from the Shadowfell. And let's put that there. Okay. Now let's click that to make it bigger. Oh, that is fucking dope. Makes it look like it's coming out of the summoning circle. That is sweet. That'll be actually really neat to fucking have happen. That's awesome. I like the fact that the summoning circle is actually animated too.
Yeah, that's nice.
And then you can mess with the chroma key, set the color of it, and change the color of it so you can like make it red or whatever if you wanted to instead. Which that should make it go. So that way. You can mess with it and make a different kind of colors. For some reason, red does not look like red. It looks like a blackish. Very hard to get it to be red. Maybe I can up the brightness a little bit, perhaps? Is that something I can do? Chroma key.
Alright, I'm going to take a break, so I'm going to go to the Be Right Back screen, and I'll be right back. We and James will be right back, I should say. Alright, see, we'll be back in. I'll be back online in a second, James.
I want to go here.
And we're back. That's looking pretty cool. It almost looks like kind of the room I'm working on right now, too, actually.
Oh, you're working on a summoning room?
No, it's actually just that big fire, but it's kind of, you know. Oh,
Okay,
you know what I
so
did? I did that wrong, didn't I?
I want to go down to my assets. I want to go to the Hammer the Shark. Damn, that's what I was worried about. Okay. So I've got to go ahead and go to the main assets.
Oops.
Content library.
There we go. That's what I want. Yeah, so I have to move this down to here. I didn't know.
Damn it. Alright, so import content.
That means I'm gonna have to go back to here.
Want to import a folder. Yes. We want to import that Hammer the Shark folder from 2-minute tabletops. And hopefully that it replaces it instead of like purely putting it anew. That's kind of what I'm hoping. Okay, good. So we'll just replace it. It won't like make me have to redo the whole thing. Okay, good. Good
Looks
to know.
like
Good
it's
to know.
too far down.
So now if I go to the content library, all right, there's all the stuff I'm looking for. Humans, fairy.
Shiitake.
No, if you look now, I got fairy artificers. Human
Oh yeah, that's
artificers.
cool. Lots of little representation models for tokens.
Yep.
I like that.
And I'll have even more when I'm done downloading all the stuff. It's just
Obviously,
as
like something like this, or like that, like Arkenforge or Dungeon Draft or whatever, like whatever you decide to use. Trust me, that I mean, I think James would probably agree that more content and more assets are better. You know, the more you have, the better it is.
At your disposal, the more options at your disposal, it's always way better.
It can almost be too many, but at the same time, it just makes it that much better. You know, like
it never hurts to have too many, in my opinion.
just the rocks if I can. There we go. Just the rocks, and then I am going to change the saturation to be up and the hue to be matching the other. Yeah.
I know for a fact at some point I'm probably gonna have to get bigger hard drives because, yeah, a lot of this shit is just like, boop. It's gonna take up a lot of spot at some point.
Yeah, it blends in a lot right there, but let me brighten that a little bit. Yeah, brighten it. There you go. That works good. Like maybe the wall collapsed in kind of thing, you know? That looks cool.
Yeah, I think that is cool. And what I'm liking, right, is I'm noticing the fact that by using the zip file on the same exact folder, it's just adding to it. So it's not deleting the folder I already have there. It's just going, here you go, here you go, here you go, here you go.
Yeah,
adding it to it.
I think in something like this, like, what you call it, in like Art Incarnate or Dungeon Draft or whatever kind of, you know, map making thing you're using. Yeah. I think that that all of them will work based on, you know, what they work for, but also I think that like your skill level will impact that.
It, yeah.
I think that if you have if you know what you're doing a little bit better, once you get to know what you're doing a little bit better, I think it'll help, you know.
Yeah. Alright, so if we go to the content library, I just added even more. So you see now I have Ashton, Bo, Bertrand, Caduceus from good old-fashioned Critical Role.
There you go.
Because apparently 2-minute tabletop was able to make some tokens of them. That's pretty cool. I've also got Changeling, Artificer, Barbarian, Bard, Blood Hunter, Cleric, Druid, Fighter, Warlock. I like the Warlock. That kind of looks cultisty.
Right. All right.
Matter of fact, let me see if I can actually...
room, and then there's mats and stuff all over there. Scissors. Mats, bowls, and eating utensils. Mats, bowls,
Here
and
we go.
eating utensils.
Some actual cultists. Demi-human. Dremora. Nice.
When it says mats, what does it mean? Like bedrolls, you think?
Probably.
Oh, that's cool. Like a blue fire, look at that.
Alright,
Okay,
so
man.
let's...
Okay,
at this.
Mat. Ah, yeah, so bedrolls, yeah.
Ah, there we go. Human, wizard, what about warlock? Oh, there's Gesture, there's Imogen, there's Keyleth, there's Laudna. Oh wow, he even made the campaign 3 characters, that's cool. Human warlock, okay. So the warlock for human does not really look cultisty. The sorcerer kinda does. Rogue definitely obviously looks like a fucking cultist. Walrus folk, that's interesting. The warlock kind of looks like a cultist. For the walrus folk, at least. Human barbarian, lol. Let's go with...
Alright, because of mats, and then bowls.
Okay, half-elf warlocks look super cultisty. Alright, so my idea is I have one here, I have one here, and I have one here. It's 3 cultists trying to get this thing summoned. And they're standing in the circular area, and their blood is kind of being drained because this is a blood ritual.
Are you going off of, basing this off of a map that pre-existing like I am, or are you just making up
Nope,
something?
this is off the top of my dome.
Alright, nice.
I've done.
So is this going to be, are you going to use it, possibly?
Yes, I have potential plans to use this in one of my campaigns I'm running. I'm not saying which one, because then my players, if they ever watch any of the Action Surge, will know.
Right.
This way they know it's coming, they just don't know which of the 2 campaigns it's coming in. Alright. And this thing shouldn't be visible to the players. Yeah, that's got toggled invisible. I want to move this to the... Yeah, leave it like that, and then I can move him to the top and whatnot. And let's put him to the side for now. Okay, so I want to lower the opacity of this a little bit, because what I want to do is make it look like it's fading, and they're just now starting the ritual, right? And as combat drags on, the brutes of this enemy group are going to distract the players and whatnot as best as they can, while the players try to figure out how to get around the protections and the other bad guys that are protecting the ritual to see if they can stop it. Because here's the thing, right? I don't make my encounters to where I plan how it's going to happen. I put the scenario, and if the players figure it out, great. If they don't figure it out, well, that's not my problem.
Right.
If your characters and you as the players can work together to figure out something that makes sense to solve it, go ahead. But I am not going to give you the answers, and I'm not even going to come up with answers, because then that starts the track of railroading. Like, these are what I thought would happen, so that's the only thing my brain's going to accept. I don't come up with the answers. It's up to the players to come up with the answers.
Right.
Now, that's probably going to get a lot of hate, because I know there's DMs out there that are like, no, I'm going to come up with ways for them to win it. But me, I'm just like, I have a couple possibilities, but they're not answers that are guaranteed. Do whatever you think makes sense, and if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't, and yeah, the combat probably just gets harder. There's always the option to fucking run if you have to.
Yeah.
And I tell my players that
A lot of
straight
people
up,
don't.
like,
A lot of people don't like the idea that you might make an encounter so that you know, a player has to run, because they think that
Well,
that's
it's not that they have-
they think that's
Here's
an
the thing.
unbalanced encounter. And
But here's the thing, right?
well, my biggest argument with that is, a balanced encounter doesn't mean one where the players necessarily win.
win. Yeah, exactly.
Or win a fight. it means one where the players can succeed in either living or just succeed in the encounter. Like
See,
there
my
there are
problem,
so many times when the players don't have to fight,
I honestly
and they
have
still
a problem.
do. That it's ridiculous, you know.
I honestly have a problem with the term balanced encounter.
Yeah,
Because that implies that you have done work to guarantee that there is no risk of death.
I guess. Yeah.
And if there is no risk of death, what the hell is the point of even playing?
Yeah. I mean, some people like it that way, I guess, but
I mean, hey, more power to you if you like it that way, but me and my players,
I don't like
I've
that
talked to a lot of my
I don't
players.
feel
they
like
said
it's a
that-
challenge if there's no
Yeah, if there's no
it-
risk to it, then it's not
Yeah.
rewarding for a
Yeah.
lot of people.
and
And
even
I'm
not,
one
not
of those,
even and not even depending on the encounter, not even, you know, it doesn't have to be a battle encounter, but you know, like those encounters should be engaging and interesting. Like if you're talking to, you know, ex clergyman from whatever temple in BFE, you know,
yeah.
then you know, like why are you talking to him? What's it about? Why is it engaging or challenging? You know,
A good example, right? If you're talking to a noble and you piss that noble off, that's a failed encounter because now you have a
yeah,
noble
it could
pissed
be,
off at you.
yeah, and it could be a failed encounter, or it could be a, you know, encounter that you have to like sort of unfail for yourself, you know, like kind of thing.
Yeah, right? Like that to me is how I look at it as a DM is I'm not balancing this because then that means I'm making it so it's less likely that you die. No. It is up to you to decide whether you want to fight to the death or run. I am not going to coddle you. I'm going to put things in front of you and it is up to you to decide how to conquer or leave them. That's the way I run the game. And especially in my Darkened Haven campaign, where we have the injury system we're going to be using, where it's dark and gritty, it's gruesome, it's violent. Especially in that campaign, I'm not pulling punches. I will create a deadly encounter, and I will have no way for them to win it. They have to come up with a way to win it. Because in this campaign, I told them, you need to think strategically.
Right.
This is not the campaign where you could just go goofing off in combat like we've been doing in some of our campaigns. Because you will fucking die.
Right.
And I told them upright, I'm like, if you get attached to your character and it dies, I apologize, but that's kind of the point of this campaign. This campaign is going to be a campaign where death is highly likely.
This is, I was to say, this is also a grimdark campaign too, though. But I'm just saying, like, a lot of people think that if it's not a grimdark campaign, there should be no chance of death whatsoever. And I'm like, why is that? I don't understand.
Yeah, I agree with you wholeheartedly. Like, no, there is always a chance of death.
And
always.
And how is that even fun to me? I mean, I guess
if not a chance of death, at least a chance of failure.
Yeah.
Right? Like I said, perhaps they don't die, but perhaps they get knocked out and their gear gets stolen by the bandits or something.
Yep.
That is still a failure. And it is still a consequence for you deciding not to run. I'm not forcing you to run, but there is going to be consequences if you get defeated and didn't run.
Right.
Just like in real life. If somebody is fighting you in real life, they're not going to stop beating the crap out of you just because they've knocked you out.
Yeah.
Like, most people that are aggressive and fighting you aren't going to do that. They're going to either beat you to a pulp, to the point where you need to go to the hospital, or they're beating you to steal something off of you or some other reason. People just don't beat people up for no freaking reason.
Well, not usually anyway. You know?
Even bullies, right? Even bullies, right?
Yeah.
They have motivation. Either they themselves were bullied or they have a bad home life, so they're taking it out on you. It's never for no reason whatsoever. At least not in my experience.
Yep. I need, like, what does it say? It says, like, levers.
So if you look at the opacity of this, the idea that I have behind this is it starts off like this dim light, right? But as the campaign goes on, and this is something I got from, what's his name? He's the creator of, is it D&D Hardcore Mode? Hank something? Runehammer? I don't know if you know who I'm talking about. Hankrin or whatever his name is.
No.
Well, anyway, he has this idea that he proposes to roll like a d4 or whatever, right? And this is to keep combat encounters interesting. Roll a d4, and within that many rounds, the threat is going to happen. Something is going to happen.
Right.
So the idea here is I'm going to roll a d4 right now to predetermine this, so that way I don't have to do it in game, because screw that shit. Actually, I'm going to use a d6, because this could be a hard encounter if I only use a d4. All right, I rolled a 4. So in 4 rounds, this thing will be fully brightened, and this thing will be summoned.
Right.
That means the player have 4 rounds to defeat these 3 cultists and whatever bodyguards they put here, which I have not yet decided on. But the idea is the entrance to the room is going to have these things kind of as like statues, and that this was more or less a sacrificial site, that they are using the negative energy here to summon this thing.
Gotcha.
So I want to put this layer to the top. There we go. So that way it looks like it's hovering. Well, not hovering, but you know what I mean. So that way there's the depth there of, like, you know. And here's what's really cool, right? This also offers you options of, like, flipping it. So I can make it so that it actually looks symmetrical. Look at that.
Yeah.
That looks awesome, doesn't it?
Yeah. It's good. Good.
And I want it to
Good-
line up
good
like right
deal.
about there. And that gives the sense of depth when looking at it too. Obviously, I'm going to put backgrounds and whatnot behind it at some point, but for now, I'm just working on the other stuff.
You see
What I
this
could do
little
is
room here? And so, this is another thing, is like when you're working on a virtual tabletop like we are for Roll20. Oh, hey, new viewer, whoever you are. I don't see. I'll just say, welcome to the group. Welcome to.
If
the
you don't
stream.
mind, new viewer, could you post a message? So
Yeah,
that
send us a
way-
message. Let us know what you're thinking there. But anyways, when you're
Yeah.
working on a tabletop, a virtual tabletop like Roll20 or Foundry or whatever, the colors and the whatever for any kind of maps you're using always kind of help. You know,
Immerse.
in my opinion, yeah, kind of help with.
Yeah,
the
I
immersion.
agree. I agree wholeheartedly. It's not. It's one thing to have the tokens and whatnot there, but if there's no background for
Right.
it,
Well, because if you have like, I mean, if you think about black and white maps, yeah, it's helpful for positioning. It's helpful to kind of give you an idea where things are. But the colors and stuff, and especially if you're streaming it or something like that, you know, like we're doing, you know, I think it makes it a huge difference, you know.
well, like you're doing currently.
Well, yeah. But I mean, like you know, like the you know, if you're streaming the role play is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I agree wholeheartedly. Especially if you're doing it for like an audience, it helps. Oh, we got another viewer coming in.
All right. Yeah.
Hello there, new viewer number 2.
James
If
Death
you would-
Major. Oh, that's you. Okay.
Is it showing who the other 2 people are?
No, I think the 2 viewers are you and or the new viewer and me, maybe. I don't know. Or the new viewer and you. I don't know.
Well, it was showing me as the only viewer before.
Oh,
and now
okay,
it's
yeah.
showing-
So whoever the other viewer is the other person. Oh,
No.
excuse me.
So before, were you viewing it before when I first joined? Because
I don't know if it
since
counts. I don't know if it counts me as viewing it or not.
I don't think it does because you're the person streaming. But I know for a fact that before it was just showing 1 viewer, then it showed 2, and now it shows 3.
Yep.
Wonder who joined.
Close my door here, Jim. Let's see. What do I want? I want levers. If I can find some levers. Levers. Hey, sweet. Let me see what they look like. There we go. Let me do this. How many levers are there? Several large levers.
Okay, so
In a
I
power
want
tree and
to-
a pear tree. Oh no, corroded bronze 2.
Alright, so what kind of minions do I want on my map?
Huh.
I definitely want some heavy hitters. Oh, and as far as it counts, since this is a bonus action, we just talk about whatever we talk about, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Something very important for encounter design. If you're going to have squishy casters be the primary enemy, for the love of everything, give them some meatheads to protect them. Your party will absolutely
Never.
trounce.
Never.
Unless you're wanting it to be like
unless
an
you
easy
want them to
counter.
die, right?
Yeah, like if you want it to be an easy counter and don't want any challenge to it, go ahead. Just put like a couple casters and that's that. But if you actually want to challenge your players, which is what I would recommend, please give them some meat
Hey.
shields, some tanks, to protect them.
3A, 3B.
Or even something interesting too, right? Like have guard dogs even. I think guard dogs would even be fine because most dog-like animals in 5th edition have pack tactics. So that's even going to add to the difficulty of the combat a little bit. Because every time they attack your players, if they're pack animals, like dogs are a lot, right? They're gonna be within 5 feet of each other. They're gonna have that pack tactics activated, which means you're pretty much always going to be rolling an advantage, and that itself is going to make the combat a little bit more deadly or interesting, potentially. If you homebrew things, pack tactics is a little bit overkill on everything, but don't be afraid to give it to a couple things. I once ran a combat encounter where it was like 7 wolves, a caster who had control over the 7 wolves, and like a big meathead.
In the center of the wall on the opposite entrance. Okay, so
I went back down to 2 viewers.
I think I have to go back here. Yeah. Oh, it's 3 viewers on my end. Okay. Uh-oh, what happened there? Oh, is that a... Oh, that's a lever. I accidentally pasted a lever on, on the middle of the screen.
Alright, so I want to have some meatheads.
So I need another one of those statues. Ah, there it is. So we're gonna make this.
Alright, so they're elven cultists. They're elven cultists. And elves are pretty persuasive people.
Why they gotta be elves? What you got against elves, man?
Nothing, it's just... It fits the scenario.
Oh, okay.
Their race has nothing to do with it. It's just a matter of...
So only elves can be cultists. I see how it is.
No. Let me explain.
I'm joking.
Out of all the tokens I have, the elf warlock...
Elves look like the most like cultists in this scenario, yeah.
Yeah, like, look at that. Tell me that doesn't look like cultists. Tell me that does not
look like
cultists.
some evil-looking elves, too. Like what?
Like, it looks perfect for what I'm designing, right?
Mm-hmm. Alright, so there's that.
I like these. I like these moments where we kind of
here.
just chill out, talking about whatever the hell we talk about.
I'm surprised Richard isn't in here. You know, I'm hurt. My heart hurts. Oh, speaking of which, representing, you know, oh, hang on, I got my cameras off a little bit. There. But anyways, I'm representing my other company is Dark Elf Designs. See, I got my my Infiniverse. What is this called? A Vanguard shirt. It's like got superheroes that I drew on it.
How much does that cost, my dude?
I don't know where I can get them made anymore, but this one was $24 when I got it, $24.99.
You could probably take it to like.
But I don't know where full. See how if you notice, like this whole shirt is like full printed all the way shoulder to shoulder.
Yeah.
Where I can get screen prints like that are 15-inch, you know, squares or rectangles right here.
Yeah.
But like I can't find any place that does full prints anymore that are, you know, relatively cheap. They're kind of expensive, you know.
Well, here's the thing, right? There is I don't remember the name of it. I saw the website a while ago. But if we start making merch for action shirts or whatever, right? There is a couple companies I've run into that do custom shoes. There's a couple companies I run into that do custom shirts.
Okay.
So if you want to start working on like merch, let me know and I'll send you the links that I found and whatnot.
Yeah, that's cool.
All right, so I need some meatheads. So what do I put in here for meatheads? Let's see what we've got. What is a changeling? No, changeling wouldn't be very easy for them to control, I don't think.
Some decorative skulls here on the walls. This is the groomsmen's room, so to speak. The unmarried males. They sleep here. What does it say? It's got headdresses. Let me open the catalog again. It's this deco archway. Nook. Deformed obelisks. Wow, interesting. Nope, I already did it. What's this? A wall statue now.
Nope. Gotta love those nope moments.
Clutter? Okay, let me see that.
So let's look at my 2 terabyte hard drive and see how much space I've actually taken up on this poor thing.
So
Oh wow.
rugs.
Okay, so for all of the tokens I've done, I have not taken up that much hard drive space at all. I'm still at like close. And mind you, this was installing video games on this 2 terabyte hard drive before I decided to put some Archiforge stuff on it. I have the games of Madden 22, Jet and Fallout Order, or Fallen Order, Master. What's up?
How is that Madden 22?
It's actually not too bad.
I know like the earliest Madden games were like great, and then like some of the way midway recently they haven't been like that great, you know.
I don't like the career mode too much, but if you're just a football fan and want a game to like just play exhibition matches, Madden 22 is amazing,
like
especially
X
because
Team versus X Team type of thing.
Especially because they've added to the Madden games. The last game I played was like 2008, I think, or 2009 or something like that. I got this because Amazon Prime. It was either Amazon Prime had given it as one of the Prime Gaming games a while ago.
Gotcha.
And what happened was, my old computer couldn't run it, obviously, because my old computer was not good for gaming. Anyway, my new computer, however, I've played it, and they've added like taunts and whatnot after like every kind of like moves. Like if you tackle a player or whatever, a quick thing comes up on the screen for, I think it's the right stick. If you hit like up, down, left, or right, it does like different kind of taunts and shit, like touchdown. Like it's awesome. The controls are a little bit more intuitive to me than what they used to be. They used to be like annoying as fuck.
Which one's smaller, you think?
I have no idea which one do you
Probably
think is
this
smaller.
one, I'm gonna say. I hope it's this one. Yep, there we go. Small.
So I like the idea that I could just
There
keep
too.
re-importing my assets folder, and it adds the new assets to it when I re-import it instead of like completely copying the folder again. It just like replaces itself. So I'm planning on putting some goblin brutes in with this party. Oh, dude, you didn't fucking tell me that the Tome of Heroes. Tome of Heroes. I think it was Tome of Heroes. One of the books I have has a subclass where if you're a small race, you don't get affected by the large heavy weapons giving you disadvantage. I think it's Tome of Heroes, if I'm not mistaken.
It might be. It might have some. It might be because I didn't know about it. If I, it might be something I overlooked or just haven't read yet. But
I'll tell you in just a second.
It's
I'm gonna pull it
fair
up.
enough.
I'm gonna pull it right now. Tome of Heroes. I think it was a barbarian subclass, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it would make sense. Maybe it's like kind of. It would say it essentially be like powerful build or bear whatever or whatever. Essentially.
It was either barbarian or fighter. I don't remember which.
Well, powerful build.
Oh, it's actually under the feet.
It's
under the feet. It's under the feet. That's right. No. The heavy property on weapons is ignored.
Well, okay. So that depends on your DM. I would say because.
Well, yeah.
It says for powerful build and things like that. For purposes of carrying and lifting and using things, you're treated as the next size up.
Yeah, but this isn't powerful build. This is a feat that allows.
Right, but what I'm saying is, if you were a goblin,
yeah,
and you had something like powerful build,
which I don't know how you would have gotten that, but okay.
But if you had something like powerful build, it would treat you as the next size up, which would treat you as large, which would mean you ignore the heavy properties for weapons, anyways.
Actually, it would treat you as medium. Goblins are small.
Or medium, yeah. But it means at that point you'd still ignore the properties for small creatures. You know what I'm saying? Like you would ignore being not able to use heavy weapons.
Yeah. So the feat is called Giant Foe. It requires a small or smaller race. Your experience fighting giants such as ogres, trolls, and frost giants has taught you to avoid their deadliest blows and how to wield mighty weapons to better combat them. That's obviously flavor. You don't need to, Mm-hmm. The benefits of the feat are you increase your strength by 1 to a maximum of 20. If you normally have disadvantage on attack rolls made with weapons that have the heavy property due to your size, you don't have disadvantage on those attack rolls.
Yeah.
When a giant attacks you, any critical hit from it against you is a normal hit. And whenever you make an intelligence history check related to the culture or origins of a giant, you are considered proficient in the history skill and add double your proficiency bonus to the check instead of your normal bonus. I like the fact that it just has the heavy property part of the weapons. That is so fucking cool.
Yeah, it's good. It's a good deal.
Alright, so now that I have these things, let's go to my content library. Alright, so we want to look at... Okay. Okay, so David.
So what I'm right now,
okay.
I'm doing like some rugs. The rooms are decorated with rugs. It says so I'm doing some fancy rug kind of thing.
Yeah.
I could do like one great big rug, but I think being like tribal-ish, I think they would make their own rugs.
Yeah.
And so it'd be like more individual, smaller rugs rather than one gigantic rug.
Probably.
I think being like tribal or something like that. I think one gigantic rug would kind of denote that it was even more so important than you know.
Okay, so we've got Goblin Paladin. I mean, that could be an orc guard. The question is, in the world of Darkenhaven, would orcs fall for? Yeah, I think they would.
Are you looking at the Tome Hero stuff again?
No. I'm
okay.
looking at the tokens
Oh,
to
the tokens,
figure out
okay.
to figure out what kind of guard I want to be guarding these cultists that are trying to summon this absolute
Rooms are kind of
monster.
cluttered, but that's okay. I kind of want them to feel a little bit cluttered when you're in there, probably. Gourd, pots, paints, and obsidian bowls filled with mud and ash. Okay, so dishes maybe? I don't know. We'll see. Dish. Oh, maybe if I just put kitchen thing, maybe it'll show me all the stuff for a kitchen. There we go.
Halflings. Halfling commoner.
I can still hear the whip, whip, whip. It's funny. Oh,
It's making it sound
shit.
like a video game. Just bloop, bloop, bloop.
There we go. Yeah, it sounds like a little, almost like a video game. Yeah.
Damn. What token do I fucking use here?
Goat. Oh, yeah.
I mean, this is a home game, so I could always use not and just flavor it as like rogues that are protecting them, I
It's
guess.
the Jeopardy home game. Oh, anyway. Well, that's looking pretty good, I guess.
Oh, here we go. Goblins. Here we go. Goblin Artificer. No. Goblin Barbarian. Okay. Goblin Bard. Goblin Blood Hunter. That looks interesting. Goblin Ranger. Almost looks just like the Blood Hunter, except having more of a kilty thing. Paladin. Monk. Fighter.
Right. What else is in there? Nothing I want to do. Okay. Large room. Yeah, so this is the chief's room over here, so I think that he would be like more fancy-ishness.
Yeah. Oh god, Minotaurs. I forgot Minotaur was a playable race for a minute, not gonna lie.
Yeah. That's because they don't have them like set up good, really, in my opinion, except for Mythic Odysseys.
Yeah.
But
it doesn't make sense in the Forgotten Realms setting.
I mean, it does to me. It just they don't have them. They just don't have them set up good. But
I think
most Minotaur. The reason that most Minotaurs are considered evil in like the Forgotten Realms setting is the same reason that most Drow are, and that is because they worship an evil deity usually. But there is a good Forgotten Realms. Like the funny thing is there's there's a good Forgotten Realms deity for just about every race, and Forgotten Realms was way ahead of the thing than than Greyhawk, because Ed Greenwood basically he was he's like, well, these guys are, you can make all sorts of stuff, and Ed Greenwood's one of his things is like, it's not the stats that make a character, it's the story, it's the
Yeah.
it's how you make that character, but but anyway,
I
so
will
so a Minotaur
say-
would be good as there's a good Minotaur deity anyways, is my point. Like Malar the Beast Lord even would be a good deity, but he's not good, but I mean he would be a decent deity to not be like a demon, you know.
Yeah.
Like Baphomet's the other the other option there.
Yeah.
Let's see. Stamps. There we are. Catalog. Nope, I don't want that. I want. Here we are.
Okay, we're gonna have them be half elf paladins, I think is what we're gonna do. Because this is a magical kind of like religious cult, so we'll put like let's say there's gonna be 8 players total. Action economy is a huge deal, however not all 8 players are paladins. So let's get rid of like let's put 2
I
paladins.
need some skulls. Skulls apparently I need.
Let's put 2 paladins. Then let's put a rogue.
Those skull candles, those are cool.
Let's put a rogue like that. Okay. Then back to the content library. All right. Let's put a wizard there, I think maybe it could be a good idea. Do we have pure elf instead of half elf? That would be nice.
Okay, then what do we want? We want
He could be considered a wizard. Okay, so we got 2 paladins, a rogue, a wizard. So the wizard will control the battlefield in this combat. The rogue will be some damage. The paladin will be some damage as well as a tank. Oh, the enemy team needs a healer. Duh. Always gotta have a healer.
I told the witch doctor it wasn't nothing you. I told the witch doctor you didn't love me true.
Okay, so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 enemies that the party has to face. 2 of which are gonna be paladins.
So here's
one
a
of
zoom
which
out
is
look.
a rogue.
We're gonna zoom out and look at this. Yeah, there's Oh, there's Richard. See? He came in for a minute. I don't know if Richard's still there, but came
Tribal
in for a
wall
minute.
to tribal wall to wall shag rugs.
Yeah, there you go.
Mongrel men guards. Kobold guard deacon. I don't know if he was talking to me or you.
He's probably looking at your... No, I guess he can't be looking at yours. No, he's not. I don't have you on the...
Yeah, because you're not streaming mine now.
Yeah, that's weird.
But he does hear me talking, so he's probably like, these.
Yeah, I don't think
he
any...
could be talking.
This only says one viewer right now. I don't know if there's more than one viewer. But we've been alive for 2 hours and 20 minutes.
Nice.
Oh man. Okay, so here, take a look at what I've got going on the stream there, if you can see it.
Wow.
This is my main area here so far.
I haven't even really started getting to all of that. I've kind of just started at the end of this dungeon that I planned.
Yeah, if I zoom out, you'll notice that there's a big section over here. Hang on one second. Let me zoom back in a little bit. Actually, just fit screen. You'll notice there's a big section. How do I get that off there? Like this? Yeah, that. You'll notice there's a big section over here that hasn't been filled. There's another part of the dungeon that goes there.
Nice. So if I share my screen real quick, which I'm sharing it, so if you look here, this is the plan for the combat, right? The threat of the combat is the fact that these three fuckheads up here are trying to summon some sort of monstrosity, whether it be this thing or whatever, I haven't decided yet. The problem is the party needs to get past this group, which this is towards the edge of the room. The idea is that it's like this, but down here is more open, right?
Gotcha.
So the party will essentially be taking place in combat down here, trying to get past this group, which consists of one cleric that's going to be a healer, one cleric that's going to be a debuffer, one wizard who's going to be a controller, one rogue who is going to be a little bit of damage or a little bit of, distraction, two paladins who are going to be the damage dealers in the tanks.
Okay, here's another problem with adventures. If you have a 3A and a 3B and a 3C.
What the fuck are you talking about? 3A, 3B, 3C?
Oh, okay. It's because they have it listed differently. They've got 3B listed twice instead of 3C. But they've got 3C listed on the map twice. So does that mean?
I think that means they're both part of 3C.
Well, yeah, but it's two different rooms, and they're both supposed to be 3C. So I don't understand.
So my understanding of the way they do maps is
maybe one is like one, and one is the chief's room, and one is the son's room, kind of thing.
That could be. My understanding of it would be that you're only supposed to show your players one thing at a time when you're in Roll20, right?
Well, yeah.
So you'd only want to show them both parts of 3C while they're in 3C.
Well, no, it's two different rooms.
Oh, I don't know that. That's confusing.
That's what I'm saying. It's two different rooms that are both 3C.
That's
like,
confusing.
how does that work?
And you know what's really cool about this too, right? I could create notes on the tokens to kind of put how much damage they do or whatever like that. So I could go to create a note, empty note. Let's just name this sneak attack because they're a rogue. And then I can go ahead and add text. Oh, nope, that's not it. Sneak attack. That's not what I'm looking for. Set background color. Let's set the background as white. There we go.
Paint a little bit here again. Do a little bit of glowiness.
Add a text field.
Small.
Okay, there we go. I can just copy the wording of sneak attack. which the party is not that high of a level, so I don't want it to be too high of a sneak attack. 1d6 should be good enough.
Man, that's pretty cool, man. It's looking pretty cool. See if I can put the whole map on the screen there for people to see. Yeah, you can see that whole map just about there for anybody who's watching. Oh, hey, first-time chatter. Nice to have you aboard. I'm just doing D&D maps right now. Yeah, this is for a campaign that I'm doing. This won't be on this weekend, most likely, but this is part of the Soul Survivors campaign that we'll be working on this weekend for Action Surge. And it's the Soul Survivors they're in Chult, basically, and trying to find out why they woke up in sarcophagi dead. Well, I guess they didn't wake up dead. I guess they were dead and then they woke up.
And this is bonus action where we just pretty much talk about random D&D 5th edition or sometimes
anything and everything D&D related or whatever. But this is also like this here is basically obviously just doing maps today. But James is working on Arkenforge in another window, but I don't have it on screen anymore.
Yeah, I'm currently working on a battle map for one of my campaigns.
Yeah, we don't want us players to see, so, you know. So there's that, because, you know, players seeing the maps might not be good.
The difference is not that I don't want them to see it, it's that I don't want to spoil the surprises that are in it. I don't care if they see it, I just don't want them to know the surprises I'm planning.
See if we can. Is there like a hello emoji? Oh yeah, there's a little hi emoji. Okay, so real small,
I'm getting a call.
Slightly bigger, opacity solid, softness nothing. Do this. See if this works. Oh, I hope it will. Nope. How do I? Oh, wait. This path tool. Oh, that's paths and routes. Maybe I can fake it with the path tool though. Color dark black. I'm gonna try to see if I can do like. No. How about this and then this? No. How does this work? Oh, free draw segments. That's how I need to do. Click and oh, there we go. Perfect. That's what I wanted. Relatively new to Incarnate here myself. I've never used Arkenforge at all, but there we go. Just using this. Oh, what happened? What happened? Whoa. Oh, there we go. Okay. So just using this this segment thing to depict that there's a balcony type thing here. Show that it's kind of separate from the bottom floor. Too far out, ain't I? I need to be on that line. There we go. Go to that line, right. I'm using a mouse for this, so it's a little bit difficult sometimes. There we go. Yeah, so that. Like,
and the Pixel person said, "Cool looking map." They use Dungeon Draft.
Yeah, I use Dungeon Draft too. I usually use Dungeon Draft for dungeon maps, specifically like this.
But he wanted to try.
I wanted to try Incarnate because I have an Incarnate Pro subscription. And I don't have the Dungeon Draft Pro subscription right now, but I wanted to try it because I've never done it. I just wanted to see what it was like. Okay, so what is this hallway here? Nothing special, it looks like. Okay, 6. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, I didn't mean to yawn on your ear there.
You're good, man.
Blocked up passage, closed down. No, I don't want that. Well, I mean, I kind of do, but that's not. Wait, what? Oh, okay. So there's a wall there at the end of the stairs that they built apparently.
Hold up. You could add a stat block to the notes in Arken Forge.
Oh, that's
What?
cool. That's real cool, actually.
Stat block. Let's name this Elf Rogue
Crude wall, broken stone wall, stone wall.
Cultist.
Oh,
Add a single stat field. Add a split fact field. Okay, let's add a stat field.
This looks
Enter
like-
the name of your stat.
this looks
Let's
fairly
go
crude.
Dexterity.
We'll flip that with the
What
greater than
the?
less than keys, make it a little bit bigger. Put it across the layer, and voila. Your name is like Pixie?
Pixie. Okay.
Ah, Pixie, yeah, Pixie.
I thought it was Pixel. I apologize. I can't tell that it's an I on my computer screen. Please forgive me.
She had like some fairy emotes.
Yeah, I figured that out. She put that after I called her Pixel. I feel bad.
Yeah, so this is what I got so far. Here, let me save this because I went a while without saving. Oh goodness, it's not smart of me. Especially after all I put into here all day. I've been in here for like a couple hours now doing this. But so let me go back to my maps. So these are maps I've done for the different adventures that I've been working on. The one that's this Saturday morning starts at 10 a.m. Eastern is called Soul Survivors. They started out in this one here, and it's called the Isle of Dread, but it's basically the Isle of Dread from the Isle of Dread thing. I called it the Isle of Doom because, you know, I just wanted to be a little different. But yeah, so
Right.
so yeah, this is the map I made for that. And then they started out in this village. There's a village right down here in the middle of nowhere, right? Over here. And this is a gigantic wall. Which, you know what? Now that I know I can change the hue and saturation, I should change it to look like, more like wood. But anyways, I should just put a wood wall there. Regardless. Anyway, so then I did, the next map they went to is the village map for that thing, which is this one here. What is the Oz? What is that? Is that like a I mean, where'd you get that emote? Is like a slime thing, is right? I mean, looks kind of like an ooze. Oh, ooze, yeah, ooze can take it. Yeah, it's pretty cool anyway. But yeah, this is the map for the village. These little brown things are like huts. There's like a big ziggurat type pyramid thing in the middle. And anyway, so yeah, so been doing some pretty cool maps. This is the one I did yesterday, wasn't it? No. Okay, so I did 3 yesterday or the day before.
That's the one I know you did. Is the one that you're hovering over on the Central Plateau. I didn't see the other one.
So I did this one, the Rakasta Camp, which was actually done the day before, I think. I didn't do it on bonus action, didn't do it live on Action Surge, but I did this Rakasta Camp one.
Also, if you're interested in seeing these, I'm pretty sure he's going to end up uploading them to the Action Surge YouTube channel.
Yeah, and I'm going to try to make them available as a map pack for a Isle of Dread supplement for DM's Guild. So yeah, there's that. And then that's the spider layers or whatever. And then they're called the Aranye, and what they are is they're a group of humanoid spellcasting spider people. If that's not terrifying enough, then, you know, they also are spellcasting spider people. Oh, anyway. And this is the map I done yesterday, right? Yeah, yesterday. Wasn't it yesterday, James, that I was on doing that?
Yes, that was yesterday's.
Yeah. Alright, and then so I'm gonna go back to, I don't know why this is like, oh, this is, I think I started this and it was the wrong size, right? Maybe I redid the old map. Yeah, this is just something weird. I don't know what this is. So let me go back and see if I can delete it. Ah, there it is. Delete. Yes, delete map. Go back to this map and edit it some more. Now, this, I'm not quite used to the making of maps on here for some things, but so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go back to the mask tool, which is this shovel looking thing. Why is it? Oh, okay, I see. And over on this side of the map, I left myself some room here. And so, start up here somewhere. And then I just got to count. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. So it'll be 8 by 2. And then we'll go to add. There we go. Oh, thank you. And then this is actually a second part of the map. All the things are, the only thing that I like about Dungeon Draft a little bit better for making maps from things is in Dungeon Draft you can already set your walls and just go click, 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 click. And then in this you kind of have to count out everything and hope for the best.
Yep.
Oh, okay, that was, what did I do? Hang on, I want that. So it was 1, 2, 3, 4, so 8, yeah. So then up 2, over 1, up 2 over 2, and left 4. Then it goes down 100 billion squares. No, I don't know. It's a lot of squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So that means, what's double 13? 26. Yeah, because each of these on the map, the one on the existing map that I'm using are 10-foot squares, but each of these are 5-foot squares for what I want to do. I'm using them mostly for VTT, which is Roll
Virtual
20.
tabletop.
Yeah, virtual tabletop. Yeah, but I mean, Roll 20 is the one I'm using it for. But you could take these maps and import them to just about anything, probably though. Anything you can import a JPEG or a PNG into, you know. All right, so there's this. Oops. Interestingly enough, I thought the. Oh, okay, I see. It does. Alright. So then I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just counting 6 is 12 and 1 is 2.
Yeah.
Yep, and that'll be it. That'll be right there. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 will be 16. Oops, hang on. Oh, I could also make it. I didn't realize I could also stretch it out like that too. So 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 16. 16 high. There you go. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 14 wide. Uh-oh. We're running out of room. I'm gonna have to make the map even bigger again, I think.
Oh shoot, you could convert the tokens on Arkenforge to a note. So that way you could actually put like the
So I think the way you'd make the map bigger on Incarnate again is we go up to here, resize map, and then I went to like do this, I think it was. Okay, then I think you have to do the whole map, otherwise you don't get the rest of your map. But I don't know. Let me check. Make sure. Confirm. Save and proceed. Now, because this map is so big, I may actually upload it into 2 separate maps for purposes of Roll20. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Whoops, wait, what is that? Is that foreground? Maybe that's foreground. No. Oh, maybe I'm... No. I'm on full opacity. What is going on over here, man? Oh, there we go. It's brown, though. It's not the right color. What in the heck? Oh, so I'm on background again. There we go. Oh, fill background. There we go. Bloop. Yeah, why is it brown, though?
I have no idea, my dude.
Foreground. I wish there was an eraser.
Right.
It definitely needs an eraser. Yeah, it definitely needs an eraser, or... Wait, let me, if I look at the shortcut, maybe I can erase. Erase, erase, erase. Where's that say? No, I'm not seeing that. Switch mode, add, subtract. Yeah, maybe. D? Nope. A? Nope. Oh, that makes it. This does weird things. Okay, advanced settings. Nope, that's not what I'm looking for. Open catalog. We'll go back to that stone texture again if I can and see if it fixes it. Nope, it doesn't. Why is it brown? It's so weird. So strange. Oh, here we go. Here's something. It's still brown though.
Yeah, there we go.
And
So yeah, you could actually on Arkenforge, on Arkenforge, you could actually like put the stats inside of a note, and you can put them as split stat fields. So that way you can have the actual number, or you can just put the modifier or however you want it.
That's so weird. Huh. Huh, huh, huh.
What?
I don't know, it's just weird. Oh, here we go. That's a color that I want, and then let's see if I can use it. Maybe one's just a texture. Maybe that's what the problem is. Yeah, I guess one's just a texture. Okay. And there's the texture that I want. Yay, I did it. I can be taught. There we go. Yeah, that's better. Much better. Whew. Yeah, still learning how to use Incarnate if it's not obvious.
Don't feel bad. I'm still learning how to use my tool of Arkenforge too.
So if you're you know, using Incarnate and you know how to use it really well, then you know, more power to you, because I'm a little lost on some of this stuff. Oh, I gotta change the texture thing, don't I? No, maybe not. We'll see. Should be on. This should be the same. Okay, so where are we? Right here. It's a little room about this big. Add that. Alright. And then another little room about 4 by 6. Add another long hallway, which should butt right up against this hallway. So we're gonna go up to there. Add a smaller, like, offshoot room that's offset by 1 square and goes over that many squares also. Oh, I hope I made it right. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What did I say this was? Nope, it needs to be 12. There we go. And this one was supposed to be 7, so 14 wide. But I don't know if it's 14 wide. I think it's only 12 or 13 wide. Oh, yeah, 13. So 14. So I was only missing one square. Thank goodness. Oh, now it's got a green grass thing. I don't know what's going on, man. Fill foreground. This one? This one? Ah! Wait a minute. Undo. Control Z. Foreground. There we go. Oh, that's the wrong color. This one. Alright. It's looking pretty cool, I think. I don't know. It's a work in progress. These walls take a long time to build because instead of being able to click, click, click walls, you have to actually go into your stamp tool. I don't even know if I can get to a wall yet. Nope, I gotta go back to the catalog, type in walls. It should have where you can scroll down to all the ones that you used, but, you know, hey.
I have to do the same on ArkenForge. Don't feel bad.
Is it? It's the same?
Yeah, you have to like place them one at a time. Yep.
Okay, so this one, oh, this isn't the same stone wall, but that's okay, because since this is like a level down, I'll use it. It'll work out better in a way, I think. That's too big. You missed me doing all the weird voices earlier, Pixie. Oh, Pixie, yeah. Pixie.
Yeah, it's Pixie.
Pixie, yeah.
My girl just messaged me. She's gonna take a shower real quick, and then after that, I'm gonna dip to join her in VC for a bit.
You are out of your mind. Dip right now
Why
and
is that?
join her in the shower. Oh, oh, she's not at your house. Okay, I got you.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no, that's not gonna work out. Don't think that's gonna work.
I mean,
My
if I could
teleportation,
teleport-
my teleportation skills aren't what they used to be.
right? My girlfriend's gonna be so happy I'm learning to use this ArkenForge thing. 'Cause like I said, she bought it for me as a present, and I haven't tried using it yet.
Right?
I just couldn't because my old computer couldn't handle it, but my current computer is like smooth as butter with it, which is awesome.
Yeah, that 3060 will make a huge difference. That's for sure.
Oh, hold on, somebody's calling. Be right back.
So that now that we got a viewer in, maybe I should change the music, do something a little bit more upbeat here. There we go. Trouble with Tribals. Is that one there? I think that's one. Yeah, there we go. We're grooving. Wait, what's this one? What's this one here? That's kind of cool. I don't know. It's kind of groovy. Like pirates. My Soul Survivors group was facing pirates the other day. Or we could do more. We could do more classic role play type. Classic D&D music here.
Yeah.
Oh wait, is it playing?
I don't know. Is it playing, Ryan?
I don't hear it. Very strange.
Well, I have the server or not the server. I have the stream muted, so that way you don't hear any echo through my mic. 'Cause let's be honest, that would be bad.
Weird. I don't like those. Okay. Alright, we'll do a different thing. Aftermath, let's see. Here's my cheesy jump. Let's just do that. Oh, no, it just don't like me anymore. That's what's going on. Refresh it.
That doesn't sound good, mate.
Roll20's having a little bit of a problem.
It's roll 20, of course it is. Let's be honest.
There we go. It's kind of groovy.
Okay, so I've just added the flooring to it, if you look, Brian.
Oh, nice. Yeah, yeah. Good texture thing.
Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and mess with the color a little bit, though. 'Cause I don't like that color. That color looks a little bit too cartoony. So let's see if maybe we can make it a little bit darker, perhaps. Oh, no, not saturated. Although that does kind of look cool. Just doesn't look cool for the scenario I'm going.
So if you use Incarnate, Pixie, you said you used Incarnate before. Are you pretty familiar with it, or you just use it for every once in a while, or didn't like it so you used Dungeon Draft instead?
That's a real good question, actually, to be honest. Okay, that looks a lot more like a dungeon, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, it's
With
getting
that
there.
color.
Yeah, it's getting there. Yep. A dark dungeon.
And this is just the
especially.
final room, like I said.
A
I
dark
haven't
dungeon,
even gotten-
especially, and then especially also when you put some of that dynamic lighting stuff that you were going to put in there, that'll, you know,
Yeah,
bump it up a little bit.
yeah. And what I like about Arkenforge too is, like I said, the fact that it has support for animated shit. I mean, just being able to have like animated summoning circles and fires and whatnot adds to the immersion really heavily.
Yeah, it helps. Definitely. Dynamic lighting always helps for the immersion for me, I think, too. But
Yeah, it definitely does. Alright, so we've got that, we've got that, we've got that.
yeah, the first time
Let's
I
put-
witnessed that playing it on Roll20, I was like, what the actual hell? You know, the vision thing? I was like,
Yeah.
what the actual hell? But then, like, as soon as I realized what was going on, I was like, oh, man, that's cool.
Yeah, exactly. Alright, so I am going to go ahead and flip
Hop out?
this.
Oh. Okay.
What's up?
Oh, okay, so, like, there's a statue at each
Yeah.
thing, yeah.
This one would go on this side. Alright, let's make this
I'm gonna
a
just
little
make
bit
this
bigger.
smaller because...
There we go. Vertically. Okay, there we go. Alright, there we go. I'm not trying to get it exactly perfect, I'm just trying to get it close.
Right.
And if you notice, it looks like the statues are kind of on their knees.
Yeah, like kneeling. Yeah, like taking a knee. That's what it looks like to me. It looks like they're like taking. It's like, and since they're carrying a Reaper scythe, you know,
Mm-hmm.
it almost looks to me like Death is taking a knee.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Yep. Well, that's the thing, right? The thing they're summoning is an undead being.
Right.
So that's kind of why I thought of that myself. Death is taking a knee. It is giving this creature back. Here, have it.
Right.
It's not doing it willingly, but you're forcing it to kneel to you. That's why these three mages, if the thing succeeds, only one of them will actually live. But these are such fanatic cultists that they don't care if they're the ones that die. So long as the creature is summoned, they are happy.
Yeah. This is actually, so this is like a ruins, and like there's a tribe that's kind of moved in and taken it over.
Yeah. Well, this is a ruins of a cult.
Yeah, yeah.
So we're building very similar things, just different ways here. And it's going to be interesting to see the differences in looks and styles and layout and all that. Especially because, like I said, mine's got animated stuff and whatnot in it.
Right. Like a more of a almost cartoony look.
Maybe cartoony, but it still looks pretty badass, let's be honest.
Yeah.
It looks good for being cartoony. I like that. That's one thing I like about 2 Minute Tabletops. Again, shouting him out here. He does good work.
Oh yeah. He does like these. He does like some tokens type things too. Are those all those tokens from 2 Minute Tabletop too, or?
Yeah,
Oh, nice, nice. Okay,
they're from his website and Patreon and whatnot. Yep.
that's cool.
Yep. And what's really neat, like I said, is I could put different kind of decorations in here and all that kind of stuff. Like I could put gravestones, water, leaves, lava, whatever else I need to decorate the room. And I don't even have all of the assets. My friend, like I said, has been a Patreon of him for a while now.
Gotcha.
And every time he gets the new pack, he just goes, "Let me know when to send it to you. Let me know when to send it to you."
That's nice.
So I'm gonna have
good to have friends that actually have some kind of income.
right. Once I have income, I'll be subscribing to some Patreons myself. I think one of the ones I'll definitely subscribe to is like the Dungeon Coach, as well as like Monkey DM and some of the guys who like create content and whatnot.
I think I have to get rid of these here because there's something else going on that I need to put on here eventually.
Okay, so let's put some rubble down here. Let's equip the rubble to my hand.
Not Barney Rubble either.
No, not Barney rubble. Okay, so let's put some rubble. Let's put some like massive piles of rubble that maybe the players or the enemy can use as cover.
You need to do the mass thing and again and do that and do.
What is the mass thing
subtract.
anyway? Like, what does that do?
Oh, no, I need you to add. That's right. So it basically separates a foreground from a background.
Oh, okay.
In a way, like it puts masks over something you don't want to have changed. Like, say if you want to like paint the entire foreground, but you don't want to paint this little area, you put a mask over it or whatever. Sometimes, you know.
Oh, okay.
Too big still.
Trust me, I know how you feel. I've got the same problem. I'm trying to size this out just right. I'm trying to make what kind of looks like a wall of rubble that the bad guys can kind of hide behind for cover. Or the players can hide behind too, I guess.
Right.
It's literally just one small little wall. You see it right here.
Yep.
Okay, so... Can I find like maybe a barrier or something that I could put like over top, like a clear kind of barrier that's protecting them from spells? Maybe that would be interesting.
Little bug trying to get in my office here.
That's not cool. That's not cool at all.
Stop bugging me. Yes, I'm also dad jokes all day. That's what happens when you become
Nothing
a dad.
wrong with that.
I think that's what happens when you become a dad. So,
Right.
like if I wasn't, I always loved bad jokes anyways, but you know, like you become a dad, it's like, yeah, well, let's go with that.
I spelled the word wrong. Dun, dun, dun.
Spelled the word wrong?
Yeah, I meant to spell like the literal word spell, and I put S-P-R-E-L-L.
Oh, no, I thought you spelled the word wrong.
Oh, no.
Like W-O-R-N-G, you know?
Yeah, I got you.
I've done that a couple times before, but it's usually always a typo, but that's okay. It happens. I think these underground passages need to be like colored like dirt or cave, you know, like things.
Yeah.
So what should I? Maybe this dirt color. Yeah, that's good. And this is foreground, I think. Yeah, it is. Some pretty kick-ass music though on the stream. I don't know if you can hear it.
No,
at
I
all.
cannot, because
Can't
like I
hear
said,
it at all.
I don't want you to have to hear the.
Yeah, the
fight.
reverb or whatever. Here, we'll
Yeah.
do this. We're gonna stop that one. You know what? I'm gonna bring over some of the other stuff I've got. To the transmogrifier, I'm gonna go to my no good deed one.
Yeah.
And go down to the music I've got for that. There's this one. There's that. I could do like ambient noise and do like a thunderstorm thing, but put tavern music back in there. Oh, Vikings. That's kind of cool. Under the breach. Into the breach, dear friends. Salva, Skyship. Skirmish. Protean Reveals, I think is one. Orc War March is actually really cool. But that's more of an ambient type of thing. But I believe there's an orc thing that sounds like... I don't know. It's hard to explain, but...
Yeah.
Loop tails. Oh, there's also tabletop audio. I'm not doing I guess all Kevin MacLeod stuff. There's some also tabletop audio stuff.
Oh, nice.
Interesting stuff anyway. Aftermath. I think I already have that in here. An aggressor. So here we'll do that. Go back to the music and go down to the bottom. We'll play Middle Earth is really cool. We'll play that.
Yeah.
If it'll let us.
I'm just trying to find like a magical dome kind of look to put a barrier over top of the cultist that's protecting them.
Starts out real quiet. Middle Earth does. Oh, I don't want people to sleep. That's gonna put me to sleep. Yeah. Orc War March. I think that's the one. Pretty cool.
Okay, so now I've got to go to import content. I've got to import a file. And I've got to import this magical shield. There we go. Okay. I'd like to protect my hand. Where I will then go ahead and... Oh yeah, that looks nice.
Gotta use some more walls here.
Oh no! Oh, I'm gonna have to move all of this shit. Oh. Son of a bitch. I gotta move everything to be able to get to this stupid barrier. Yeah. Bad barrier! It won't let me move it! No! I had to place things under it, damn it.
Oh, you know, somebody said, I think it was Richard, said, and I kind of agreed a couple times when you were talking about, like, killing the prince. Well, when Deontay was talking about killing the prince, you were talking about how you weren't going to kill the prince.
Yeah.
But Richard said you sound a little bit like Seth Rogen.
Who, me?
Yeah. Pretty funny. Like,
I take that as a hell of a compliment.
That's not too bad. Yeah, I can handle. I can think of worse people to sound like. That's for sure.
Right?
You know who I sound like is Winnie the Pooh. No,
You sound like Winnie the Pooh? What?
No, I don't remember. There was somebody I kind of sounded like that.
I don't think it was Winnie the Pooh.
Kermit the Frog. That's what he sounds like. He'll talk like this every once in a while.
That's a very
crazy.
good impression. That's a very good impression of that.
And then when I'm doing dungeons, I like to be like Kermit the Frog and think of how like I would like them to
Let's... That barrier just added to the fucking niceness of this scenario once I get it all sized up just right and everything. Having the spellcasters protected by a little... Well, the cultists
There's
that are
another
doing
one that
the
I
ritual.
can't remember. Oh, you know what? I think it's Endemic Plane. Go look.
Okay, you go right there.
I'm gonna go look to the transmogrifier again.
Oh yeah, that is nice.
To the transmogrifier, Batman.
Then we want to resize this a little bit. I like move this at all because there it goes. Okay, I want it to be like right there. I want it to be like exactly at the edge of it. The fuck,
Oh,
mate?
excuse me. I need some caffeine. Is what I need.
Right. Okay, I don't know why, but there it goes. Trying to figure out how to move this thing because it wants to be a stubborn prick. Okay, so now I've got to place this just right. Okay, got to resize it so that the barrier fits within the square. Because that's kind of the point, is the square is where everything is. Damn! This is making it a lot bigger than I expected it to be. Which is fine. Alright, like right about there. Perfect. Okay. Now to drag the statues where they belong. Which is one like right there.
Cry havoc and let
I wish
loose
you could
the
just, like-
dogs of war.
What's up?
I said, cry havoc and let loose the dogs of war.
I know that's a famous quote, but I don't remember who the fuck said it.
Yeah.
You don't remember either, do you?
I don't remember either, actually. I think they actually he does use something like that in Gladiator. Oh no, no, that's Unleash Hell. Never mind. Okay, don't want to do that one. Nope, not that one either. Oh, pretty cool. What's this one?
There we go. Okay, I want to drag them off of there. There we go. Hey, Brian, look at how much cooler this looks now that I got the little barrier around it.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
I want to make the barrier a layer above, potentially. Let's move up one, up one, up one. Okay, let's mess with the opacity. Make it a little bit less opaque. Oh, look at that. Alright, however, now I need
Again,
to
all
mess
this
the
music is free too, James. If you
gonna go pick up this music. Go check out excuse me, free what you call it? Like is it resource free? No, royalty free. Royalty free music. But you'll check out like Incompetech is the name of the site where Kevin MacLeod's got a lot of his stuff. And then Tabletop Audio has some free music.
Yo, look at how epic this looks with the barrier on top of it.
Nice.
I gotta move the barrier just right. Damn, if I gotta move that out the way.
I wish there was some way to take those statues and skew them a little bit so they look more like. I mean, they kind of look like from top view now, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But I wish there was one where you could skew them a little bit and make them even more so like that.
I probably could if I took the time to like master
Learn how to
this.
do
like,
it. Yeah, that's
like
probably,
you mean like
it probably has
like,
that ability in the program. It just like,
you mean tilt them like that kind of?
Kinda. Yeah, that helps too. I think. But like if you could just like make their skew a little bit different, like to where they kind of, I don't know, look like they were. I mean, it kind of looks like they're leaning now, like when you do that, when you tip them sideways like that. But I don't know. It's hard to explain.
Yeah, I don't understand. I like the way it looks so far. And then add the wall of rubble. That's right here that the players use to take cover, basically.
This sounds more like Terminator or Shadowrun music than D&D music that I got going on right now, but it's pretty cool.
But doesn't that look awesome with that magic barrier right there?
Yeah. Yeah, that's real cool.
Alright, where the hell's my evil guy? Oh, that's right, I was going to change it to something else.
Captain Evil.
By the way, if you're interested in getting the aura shield that I have there, it is from PNG Hut, and I will send you the link.
PNG Hut. Can you put it in the messages on the thing?
Yeah, I can do
Chat.
that.
Is there a way to go look at messages in chat? You can just okay. So I know you can rewatch old videos.
Yeah.
Is there a way, like, you know how you can click on messages in chat, reply to them and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Is there a way to do that on Twitch to where you can do it with old ones, or no?
I don't know. I don't use Twitch. The only thing I do on Twitch
Yes,
is
you
stream
do.
with you. Well, with you guys, yeah, but I'm
yeah.
saying I don't use it personally.
I got you. Yeah. Just mess with it.
I'm more of a YouTube guy.
Yeah. How dare you, you traitor.
Hey, fuck off. We have a YouTube channel too.
Oh yeah, that's true. It's the same
You're like, oh,
channel
yeah, we
too,
have-
really.
You're like,
Think
oh
about
yeah,
it.
that's right. We have YouTube too. Wow.
Yeah. They don't go up on YouTube for a week later though, because did you know that I guess if you're affiliate, you're not supposed to.
You're not supposed to upload for an entire
right,
week. Yep,
right.
That's the reason I don't like.
Well,
Twitch.
not a week. It's 24 hours, but I just do it a week later because then that way, you know, people might see it and you know, like catch up kind of thing. I don't know.
That's the main reason I just don't like Twitch, because then you have to keep it on their platform for 24 hours
if
before you
you're
put it
an
around.
affiliate, yeah.
And I'm like, screw that. If I
think
want to
if you-
upload
if-
it,
and like I would think once you become like a partner type thing, it would
Yeah.
be even more stringent.
yeah,
But at the
I
same
think so, too.
time, I kind of feel like if you do become a partner, you're doing so well that it should be a little less stringent, you know.
yeah, I agree.
But
Ooh, I thought of a
I am anxious
cool-
to see the new changes that they're making for the revenue for ad service streaming. You know, like that. That's gonna be fun. I hope that's gonna work out really well for the channel. Maybe it'll get to a point where we can actually pay some people in our stream too. You know.
Okay, I have an epic idea, and it's gonna seem weird, but let's try putting this meteorite-like thing, sizing it down, and putting 2 on each of these statues to give them like red glowing eyes.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that's real cool. You make it a little. Yeah, I would say you maybe even make it slightly bigger than that.
Yeah, but then I gotta be able to like click it to drag it around.
Sure.
That's the only thing I will say is kind of annoying, is that dragging it around is a little bit tricky unless you like zoom really far in so you could actually do what you need to do, and then you gotta kind of like rotate around the map and whatnot. Oh shit. You bitch. Okay, there it goes.
Don't talk about me that way.
Oh my god, really?
It's not what you said last night, James.
Really?
No, not really, but I thought it was funny.
It was.
You will find you will find that I am very ridiculous.
And honestly, that's part of what makes you a cool guy. You're not afraid to joke around in weird fucking ways.
Yeah, I have a lot of that. I have a lot of that whole thing that you were talking about yesterday with the whole I don't give a fuck. I have a lot of that. I have a lot of fields of give a fucks that I don't give. You know? Or
Right.
fucks that I don't give. That's what you got. Fields of fucks that I don't give.
And what's cool about this is when you get them placed the way you want to place them, you could group them together so that that way they all move together instead of having to like redo it all the time.
Oh yeah, that's nice. Yeah, I like that. Makes for a big difference.
Okay. Listen here, you fucker.
Also, if anybody's watching this now or later, we are looking for sponsors. We are looking for Patreon patrons. You know, like there's an Action Search Patreon somewhere, and you can look on our page here on Twitch to look up different social media type stuff for us and pages and so on and so forth. So that's
See,
that could
now
be
if I
useful.
move it around, it moves. Also, look at how awesome it looks with the glowing eyes.
Oh yeah.
Alright, so I can delete all these other ones. And then I can delete these 4 and just copy the one with the glowing eyes. So that way I don't have to replace the glowing eyes all the fucking time. Control C. And then we'll just go Control V, Control V,
Okay, zoom
Control
out so I
V.
can get a better look at this whole area.
Okay, so now we gotta place this just right.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
there we
pretty
go.
close. I think I'm gonna do this here. Get rid of that.
So now I want to place like that. We're gonna flip you vertically.
Ah, goodness.
Ah no! Flipping it vertically fucked up the eye placement. God dang it!
If you can flip it vertically with the mouse, it might not.
Nope, I got an even better idea.
Oh, it's because they're grouped, right? Yeah, that might be why.
Yep, I'm just gonna go ahead and delete one of these. And what I'm gonna do is
Now I need
let's
some doors.
flip it
door,
horizontal and see if
man.
that screws with it. Okay,
Don't you love a man, dude? Don't you
I
love
want to ungroup it.
Don't you love a man? He's walking out the
All I've got to do really is just like ungroup them quick enough to undo it, line it up, and then regroup them. That's it. It's not that much of a hassle. It's a little bit of a hassle, but not as bad as it could be. AKA having to like replace
true.
every single one of them.
I'm gonna say
we
that's
want
true.
to flip this vertically. Okay. And we want to line the eyeballs up just right. There we go.
This is a
And we
door.
just want to highlight this and group. Boop.
It's like a double door kind of, but
Did you say it looks like Dumbledore, kind of?
Dumbledore. No, it's like a double door kind of. I think.
Oh, okay. And what's cool is when you copy it, it automatically copies it as a grouped image.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. Uh-oh.
So that way you don't have to like,
Okay,
ah,
go
shit, now I
on
need to grab
here.
the eyeballs and everything else again.
Oh, I broke it, didn't I?
You probably did.
Ah, shit. I way broke this motherfucker.
How would you break it?
That's a good ass question.
Question I don't know the answer to.
Oh, okay. I think I see now. Okay. I was supposed to do another mask right here. add, and
Okay, now I need to flip
it's
horizontal.
supposed to go from here. Whoops. Whoops, this is a mass tool. Why is it not let me do the mask?
I have no idea, Brian.
Oh, because I'm on the wrong thing. That's right. Control Z.
Okay,
Control
so now,
Z,
so I don't have to
Control
replace
Z.
all of these again, now that I've got the statues the way I want them, I got the barrier and everything lined up. Let's go ahead and group all of that, so now if I move that, it should move, yes, okay, perfect. There we go, we're getting somewhere now.
Now we're cooking with kerosene.
Because that way, if I have to move just the fucking whole altar scene, this, like the scene for this, I can just go doop, 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 doop. Instead of having to replace everything again. And I'm going to be honest, that is one thing I will say using Arkenforge. If you're having a set piece as part of the map, put the set piece together and group it, so that way you don't have to move everything individually. That will save you so much time. I have spent like an hour trying to regroup this thing because I didn't know there was a grouping option.
Like so. That should help.
Jeez, where the hell was my girlfriend? She said she was going to take a shower and she'd be right back.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Holy shit, it's already 2:11 in the afternoon.
Oh yeah, we've been running for like 3.5 hours. Okay, so we're gonna end this stream soon, I think, because I think I need to. Maybe not. I don't know. I don't really care, I guess.
3.5 hours, Brian. If you look at the runtime, 6 hours, 22 minutes, and 5 seconds.
Oh, is it? Where? On my thing it says 3 hours. Oh, it's because we had to restart. Oh, so you mean because we were running before that too, right? Oh gosh. Oh goodness. Gosh, oh gee. Willikers.
We never had to restart. We had the stream. We had to restart the OBS. Twitch was still
OBS.
streaming.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, Twitch still had us as still streaming apparently.
So,
So
on
we just
Twitch,
dropped off. We just dropped off a Twitch for a second, and then
off the OBS,
yeah.
or Streamlabs or whatever. But fucking, we've been streaming for 6 hours, 22 minutes, and 50 seconds just now.
People are like, "What are you doing?"
Like, what are you guys doing? And it's funny because we have nobody watching. Pixie left.
Oh yeah, that's okay. It says we have one viewer. I think maybe Pixie's still there. I don't know. Unless you were the viewer. It's gonna be you.
Yeah, I'm probably the viewer.
But she was there answering. Pixie was there answering questions a minute ago when it said we only had one viewer. So I don't know. Maybe I don't know.
I don't know.
Who knows? All right.
All I know is okay. Well, we can definitely close the stream down because my girlfriend just said she'll be in VC in just.
All right. Nice. Okay. Well, I will talk to you later, James, and we will.
Yeah, definitely, man.
Close the stream down. Close this bonus action stream down, and let me give everybody a look at the map as far as it stands right now. I'll probably finish it up off stream.
I'm gonna definitely finish my map off stream too, and I'm
then
gonna
kind
send
of
you
give
this.
everybody a look at what I got done so far. And then, yeah.
So I'll have to look into it kind of, but yeah. Who knows? I might actually use some of these maps and make my own map.
And then we'll catch anybody who wants to watch the stream. We'll catch them Saturday, and we'll catch them. Hopefully Saturday you will join us at about 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time to watch episode. What is it? Episode 4, I think, or 5? Maybe it's 5.
It's either episode 4 or 5, yeah.
Of not No Good Deed. Saturday is
Sunday.
Soul Survivors campaign. So session 4 or 5, anyways. But it's the Soul Survivors campaign. They woke up in Chult in sarcophagus. Sarcophagi, and they were, as far as they knew, they were dead, maybe. And yeah, so we're just going with that. So join us then, and we will see you soon.